All right, sorry. There's all technical stuff we have to deal with, especially when you have a lot of people registered and people are still coming in. So we will get started because there's a lot to cover. Okay. I'm going to tell you guys in advance. I really do want to see, you know what? Let's start with this. In terms of, thank you. So I'm looking good. I got ready for you guys. I dressed up. I take these engagements very seriously, if you can't tell. It's very serious to me. People always say, thank you, darling, thank you. People always say, it's a virtual thing. Why are you dressing up? Like, people that, top and then pajamas at the bottom. That's not me. If I could wear heels, I would wear heels. Thank you. Thank you so much. You guys are too kind. Thank you. I dress up. Yes. Because I'm taking you guys' time seriously as well. It's the same thing. I feel like if I was called, like when I have my physical engagement, I dress corporately. It's the same vibe. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, God, I'm too shy. Don't these compliments make me shy. All right, let's get on with it because I think we have a good number. We can start. Honestly, I don't want us to wait. Now, before I start my trainings, I always want to know on a scale of 1 to 5. On a scale of 1 to 5, where are you in your AI journey? Who's calling me my sweetie? It's probably my mom. Please don't call me my native pet name here. We're serious. On a scale of 1 to 5, where are you in your AI journey? One meaning I've not used it, I've just heard about it. Three means I use it every now and then. Five is I'm a pro. Four is I'm getting really good at this thing. Okay, we see ones, twos, three. Three is they use it here and there. Okay, a lot of threes. I like that. Okay, it's good to know because I have to know how. Zero, Kobe. What happened? You don't like AI? Why are you here? What's up? I said on a scale of 1 to 5, you're like zero. You have no interest. Zero. Kenny. Okay. I see a lot of fours. That's good. That's good. I like people to challenge me, but we're gonna really have to take it. I see zeros too. Zero is like, I don't like you. I'm just here to judge you. You and your AI talk. It's okay. You're welcome. You're welcome. No idea about AI. You will see ideas today. Trust me, after today, you go and, you think about AI in a different light. Okay, so I want you guys to know that there is also an admin in the chat. If you see Steric Global, you can ask Steric Global if you have any questions or, when we talk about certain links. Let's get everyone muted. Let's get everyone muted, shall we? When we have certain links that we need to share, thanks for sharing where you are. Oh, we have some fives. Ooh, I like that. So these are my AI. You guys are the ones that on you can teach me, maybe. All right, good, great with the numbers. Yeah, so admin is in the chat, Sturridge Global. Any links that we talk about, any resources will be shared in the chat via Sturridge Global. If you have any questions, add them as well. And of course, you guys know the way I work, this is gonna be muted. So my engagement is in the chat and in the reaction. If you look at the bottom of your screen, there's something called reacts. So if something hits, give me a fire, hearts. Oh yeah, let's test it. You guys know how to react. There's the reaction button, heart shape. They can even burst, celebration. Thank you. You see, we're pros. You guys are pros. You guys have been attending too many Zoom sessions. Look at that. You see these things happening. So if something hits you like, oh my God, that's good. I needed that. Give me a reaction. I'm looking there because I can't talk to you, so I can't. That's my energy. So keep the chat buzzing. If you have a wow moment, drop a fire. If you're loving it, drop a heart. That kind of stuff. Now, I want to start by saying that our motto is that we deliver on value. We over deliver on value. We invite you into our world, but we make sure that whatever you took from today will be applicable. And ideally, you would have learned something new by being here. Okay. Now, this session was supposed to be for business owners or aspiring business owners. So I want to know if you're a business owner, type business or biz. If you're aspiring, type aspiring. Let me know who I'm dealing with as well. Let me know in the chat. Have you started the business? Are you currently running a business? Have you started? Okay, we have some people already business owners, some people aspiring. Awesome. Excellent. This is great. This is supposed to be a 2 hour session. It's two in one masterclass, one for 1 hour, another one for another hour. because there's a lot. Trust me, you're going to be telling me to stay and continue and to keep talking. And then we're going to try and take questions at the end. I see a lot of business owners, some aspiring. Thank you. That is amazing. Awesome, 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 awesome. About to start. Yes, you are ready. Don't worry. This is going to help you refine all of that. So, for the aspiring business owners, I would say that you are lucky. You're lucky because you get to set up what we're doing and what we're talking about today early. So basically, you are starting with clarity. For the business owners, trust me, you're going to want to go back. When I was preparing this not lecture, training, the lecturer and me, I kept on saying, oh my gosh, I need to implement it for this other business of mine. I have a few businesses. I'm going to talk them, show you guys some of them today. So it's really, really eye-opening. Anyways, without any further ado, let me share my screen. Let's get started because there's a lot to cover, and this is my biggest thing is I like to explain so that I carry you guys along. I just need to share. Give me a second. Where's the share? Am I hosting? The co-host. Okay. I can't share. You can't? What is it? Let me just. Okay. Found it. I found it. Share screen 2. Can you guys see my screen? All right, we're good. Excellent, 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 excellent. Thank you guys. Beautiful. So, record. I can see. Okay, so we're going to be talking about how to stop the scroll. This first session is how to build your ideal customer avatar or your ideal customer persona, and I'll explain what that means in a second, okay? Like I said, this is a hands-on workshop. This first session is 60 minutes. The second one is how to build your AI assistant slash AI employees, right? So the first thing I want you to do is to understand that this is conducted research, shows that the average person is exposed to 380 ads in a day, in one day. And this can be in the form of social media, emails. Your emails have ads. I hope you know when you go on the top, you see ads there. Your inboxes, your phone alerts, podcasts. Every podcast has an ad in between somewhere. The movies you watch, streaming services, billboards, or sales calls. We are exposed to approximately 380 in a day. So we are bombarded with ads every day, and we recognize an ad and we scroll past it, right? Once people feel someone wants to take money from them, they check out. Some of you are here because this training is free. If this training was paid, we would have a lot less people in here because people want to build trust first, and we're going to talk about that later. People don't like ads because ads means that they have to purchase something or they have to give away some kind of revenue, right? On social media, you have 1 to 3 seconds to stop someone's scroll. That means to grab their attention. In this world of multiple ads, you have 1 to 3 seconds. It's called the psychology of marketing. So some of you guys, we're going to talk about content, stop the scroll. You're going to think, I'm not a content creator. I don't need this. If you're a business owner, you should have a presence. Your business should have a presence on social media. You have to create content for your ads and your marketing, right? It could be your business, but then these days it's so important to build a personal brand, but I'm going to touch on that a little bit later as well. So, on social media, you find that people come on if you're the kind of person that you know that your business requires you to create some kind of media or ads or whatever, hire people. This is a skill. You have 1 to 3 seconds to stop the scroll. So all this, hi guys, my name is Dr. Joe. I just wanted to tell you about my product. You've lost them. They are gone. Don't introduce yourself. Get used to knowing, you have to know what kind of hooks. And this AI is going to tell you exactly what hook you should use for your industry. When I tell you, you're going to be shocked. You'll be like, okay, this makes sense. So instead of, hi guys, welcome to my channel, da 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 da, this is my product. How about if you hear something like, oh my gosh, you won't believe what happened today. Oh my gosh, you won't believe what happened today. Wouldn't that intrigue you more than, hi guys, my name is, you understand what I'm trying to say? Or, guys, guess what? I just found a solution to something we all struggle with. The skill in being able to hook people in the first 3 seconds is what can take your marketing from here to there. You're thinking, I don't need marketing. Do I really need? If you have a business, you need marketing. The people that make 6 figures or 7 figures or 8 figures, they have mastered marketing to the T. Okay? So don't always think of I guess the question is, why do we have to know our customer avatar? If you don't know your customer, your content will not convert. Your ad spend will get wasted. How many of you guys have run ads and you didn't even see anything that the ads did not do anything to your business? This is why it is important. It's important for you to know your ideal customer avatar. So you are speaking directly to the customer that wants to pay you. Okay? Now, it's important that okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going because I really want you guys to grab this. Now, a lot of people say, okay, what is your ideal customer avatar? I want to start by saying, like I said, people don't want to feel marketed to, they want to feel understood. Your avatar is a vivid picture of your exact buyer. So a lot of the time, people think ideal customer avatar is your age, gender, location, income. That's not your ideal customer avatar. Those are demographics. Demographics are just scratching the surface, right? We want to know who they are, what keeps them up at night, what drives their decisions, how they consume content, and the exact words that they use so that you are speaking, literally regurgitating those words back to them. Okay? So I'll give you an example. There's something we call hidden desires, right? Your hidden desires are things that you deeply want, your customer deeply wants, but they won't say it out loud. So I'll give you an example. A man named Steve is buying a luxury watch, right? A very expensive watch. Give me a brand of some expensive watches. Like, give me a brand in the chat. He wants to buy a watch, but he specifically wants an expensive watch. Does anyone know any expensive watches? Rolex. Thank you. I was like, you must know Rolex. Yes, he wants to buy a Rolex. If he's buying a Rolex, right? He's buying a timepiece, yes. But is it really for him to tell time? Someone like that, is it for him to be checking the clock? Really? You don't think he has his phone that $10, $15 can still buy that watch? He's not. He's buying it to feel successful. He's buying it to feel admired, like he's made it. His watch speaks before he even enters the room. Do you understand? So they're not going to necessarily say it out loud that, oh, I want to buy a Rolex because I want to feel successful. It's called a hidden desire. Your ability to tap into that hidden desire can make all the difference in your marketing. So that kind of person now, how they speak is critical because when you understand this, you then use their words to bring them into your world, bring them into your service. Eugene Schwartz there, he's like the GOAT, the greatest of all time when it comes to marketing. He says you don't try and create desire in your customer. You channel their existing desire towards your product. How do you do that? By knowing your ideal customer avatar. So let's go back to the luxury watch buyer, Steve, right? Steve that we said he likes, he likes, accolades, he likes, recognition and all of that. If his hidden desire is status, feeling important, being seen as a leader, being seen as ahead of others, being respected, looking like he's figured everything out, then if I'm marketing an AI product to him, I can't start listing the features of my products. A lot of the times we want to tell them, it contains this, it contains these nutrients, it contains that's not what you sell. You sell an outcome, not the features. You sell the feeling, not the features. I'm laying the foundation now, so when we start building these avatars, you can understand where AI comes to refine it for us. So you wouldn't say, like I wouldn't say to someone like Steve, use this AI tool to automate your business and save time and improve efficiency with automation. He doesn't care about that. But if I want to sell to Steve my AI services or training, I'll say, do you know that this is what people are using to stay ahead while everyone else is trying to figure it out? His interest is sparked. Because he's like, I want to stay ahead. Tell me more. Or I say to him, imagine being the only person in the room who already understands how to use AI while everyone else is still confused. You're speaking to his hidden desires. So now, all of you that are in this chat, can you tell me, do you know your clients or your potential customers' hidden desire? Can you say you know someone's doing? Can you cancel? Can you say that you know your potential client's hidden desire in the chat? Let me know. Do you know it to the T? Can you let me know? Okay. Okay. The desire is to look expensive. That's for Steve. That's for Steve. That's for Steve. Okay. to smell like $1 million without breaking the bank? You don't. Some people don't know. Okay. I'm not talking about Steve now. I'm talking about your own clients. So your own clients. All right, let's keep going. Give me a second, guys. Give me 1 second. 1 second. All right, guys. Sorry. Someone was doodling. Please, guys, don't do that. It's very distracting. Um, okay, let's continue. We have a lot to cover. All right. Let me introduce myself so you guys can understand. First of all, I like to always start with saying I'm a wife and I'm a mom. So when you see all of these things that I'm about to list, it's in addition to being a wife and a mom, which takes it to another level. So first of all, I'm an AI trainer and consultant. Um, I actually go to I actually go to I actually go to organizations and businesses and train them on how to use AI to be more efficient. So we charge for this kind of training. And of course, we lay the foundation, but we charge for a training like this. I actually want to show you guys what we send them in terms of a price list. Oh, by the way, if you don't know, anyone in my community will tell you that I am an open book. I don't gatekeep. It's part of why I have people in my community so that we can share because I know some people wanted to become AI trainers, and that's one of the things we're going to deal with in the community. But I'll tell you a bit about the community later. So, one of the things we send them upfront is our pricing, right? Under Steric Global, we do AI workforce and training and upskilling. Let me show you how much a class like this would have cost. So, typically, it's $50 per participant for one person for 1 hour, right? But the minimum before you get me out of my chair and into a training session is 30 participants. Look at the price tier. So when people say AI is this, AI is that, I'm telling you guys, if you want to consider looking into AI, that it is very, 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 very rewarding in that sense. So calculate how many people are in this room, multiply it to see when someone's giving you a free training, you have to understand that it's really a sacrifice because you have to give the same value, the same energy as you would if it was a paid training. Another thing I do is I'm a serial business owner. I've got a catering service, a food business brand. I've got a consumer packaged goods brand, and I've got an e-commerce platform as well. So this is our catering business. I think I have a video. Yes. Hold on. I don't know if you guys can see. This was like one of our events that we ran. It's called Chackle and Chops. No sound. Sorry guys, the sound is not coming out, right? No sound. Give me a second. I will stop share and reshare. I didn't select the sound option because I want you guys to see. There's some things I'm going to show you. Oh, stop share here. All right, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Optimize for video sharing and share sound. That's it now. Yeah. All right. Technical things, technical things, technical things. Can you guys see my screen now? All right,
All
let me.
in your hand. Within the past, we know you got the whole world in your hand. Commando, commando, commando. I get God and I get life. Everything is you go work for me. Me and not take to the wrong with the kata. Now you make a favor, follow me. You make a blessing. And if I want to go.
Okay, I wasn't going to show you the full video, but yes, that's one of the businesses. This is our other business right here. We do products. So these are shelf ready. They've gone through all the food safety procedures. We've got pepper paste, chili oil, jollof paste, all ready to go. We're actually in some supermarkets at the moment. Those are our products on the shelf. So when I talk about business, trust me, I've done, and this is the ones that are now in, happening now. I've done hairdressing, I've been in the beauty industry, I have paid my dues. So when I talk, just letting you know that I understand everything that you guys are going through. And as a business owner, you're going to relate to a lot of things I'm talking about. I'm also a university lecturer. I teach medical students. This is training is my passion. It's what I love to do. I want to skip through this. And I'm a digital creator as well, a content creator, because once I realized the ability to create content, will pour into your business. So please don't be afraid of content. And then I also have, like, I sit on some boards and I'm also a business coach. So I have mentees. So when you look at all these things, it sounds a little bit crazy. Are you guys feeling my stress levels already on my behalf? Being able to wear multiple hats, and each of these hats speaks to a completely different person. That's why I'm telling you this. That's why I'm showing you the different things that I do, right? Each of these spaces require a different customer, different needs, different languages, different motivations. If I tried, if I tried, sorry, one second. Sorry, guys. I can't find my, oh, hold on. Okay, I'm just going to continue. Yeah. If I try to switch off and on manually, today I'm doing this one, next tomorrow I'm doing this. And mind you, we've set up the business in such a way that a lot of them run themselves. Okay? A lot of them run themselves. Yes, I am busy. I'm busy. I am. But if I try to switch every day, I'll sit down. Today, I'll switch off. I'll enter this one. I'll do it. It will be chaos. Some of you are already running multiple things. And on top of that, you're a mom and you're a wife, and you really, really want your family to stand. It's not that I want to just pursue, business is inherent in me. I'm Igbo. My mom was doing business from as long as my mom has done every business on this planet. She has done food business, she has done iron roofing. I was telling my community today, so it's in my blood. We know how to do business very well. You get me? Okay, now that we've established that I know what I'm talking about, let's go. Let's go, because we have things to do today. We have things to do today. All right. Now, case study. We're going to use my business as a case study. We're going to use two case studies. The first training, we're going to use like a service-based business, a coaching type of business. The second one will be an actual like food business. Okay, that's going to be the example. Now, even in one business, I need three different customer avatars. Okay? You can have multiple ideal customer avatars, and each one needs to have a different approach. At some point, I realized that in my marketing, I was trying to speak to everyone. Yes, my target audience is women, but that is too broad to create meaningful content that will hit your customer. So I broke it down into three specific avatars. And this is what I call my purpose pyramid. Is in line with what I'm called to do, right? So let's start with the bottom. We have the single woman, right? She's my customer. I haven't given her a name, but you'll see I'm going to name my other customer avatar. What she's thinking, I want you to follow me with this case study because we're going to break it down and you'll be able to apply it to your own situation. This lady and the single woman is thinking, I want success, but I also want love, but I'm not choosing love over success or success over love, right? So this is a woman who is driven. She wants to excel in her career. She desires marriage and family, but she does not want to lose herself in the process. She's asking, how do I build a life that includes love without sacrificing purpose? If I'm talking about marriage or home life or how to juggle your kids or how to take care of your husband, that woman will not be interested in my marketing because she's not yet there. She might be like, oh, that's nice for someday, but she's not fully there. Now, compare that to if I start talking about how to pick your right husband, how to know when you've married right, how to make sure you don't make a mistake. Now I'm speaking her language. I want you to understand that even if women are my target group, right? There are different avatars within that niche. Okay. Now the number two, this is the wife and the mother, the home stability layer. Let me tell you a little bit a bit about her. She's not just making a home, she's managing emotions, she's maintaining relationships, she's carrying an invisible weight. This woman has built a family already. She's married, right? She's hopefully chosen well, a good husband, hopefully. But now her focus has shifted. She wants to be a good wife, a good mother, a strong support system. She understands that the stability of her home is not optional, it's foundational. Okay? She's not asking, how do I get married like the single lady on level three? She's not asking about that. So you can't be talking to her about how to speak, how to pick the right spouse. Do you see how the avatars are changing? Now let's go to avatar number one, right? This is the driven woman beyond motherhood, the one that's looking for purpose and expansion. She's your top level woman. She has the husband, she has the home, she has the family, but something inside her keeps telling her, no, 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 there is more. There is more. There has to be more than just surviving. There has to be more than this. So you have to speak to that tension. The tension is that she wants to be a successful businesswoman. She wants to be a career woman. She wants to have impact in the home as well, but she's juggling a lot. So you start telling her this is where AI comes in, not as a trend, but as a support to give her capacity. Okay? Even with just one of my business, this is just one. Oh. This is the coaching, training community side. I have multiple avatars. So it's very important to understand to make that shift, right? You stop trying to be for everyone. Stop trying to be for everyone. It's very important for you to stop trying to be for everyone. I build my avatars, I store them, and I'm able to revisit and get back to them anytime that I need. Don't be scared of having a target for your customers. People are afraid of losing money, so they say, I just want to include everybody so I can make sales. This one, I do everything, you know? You have to, don't be scared of doing that. In fact, when you niche down, people outside can clearly see who you are and they'll be able to invite someone in. For example, if my target is women, a man can see that what I do and say, you know what, my wife needs this. My sister needs this. Or a brother can see what I do and invite his female friends. You understand? So don't be afraid to niche down. Are you guys ready now for us to put AI to work? I've given you the context so you understand. Let's go. All right. So we are getting started together, right? We're going to build what we call a prompt chain, right? The tools you're going to need is your LLM. I hope you guys have your ChatGPT or whatever you're using. I'm going to be demoing using ChatGPT. So if you want to follow me, please open it up. And we're going to have something called a prompt chain. I'm going to also share a Google Doc link. Admin, if you could share, please, in the chat. That link, you just click on it so you can be able to copy the prompts that I have pre-prepared for you so that you don't have to create the prompt yourself, okay? I'm here to guide you. I've already put it together. Now, I'll give you one very, very good hack when it comes to AI and using, ChatGPT or whatever you use. Use a prompt chain. When people get those generic answers they don't like, it's because they've asked one question. A prompt chain is a sequence of prompts, right? That's the difference between a good output in an AI tool and a generic one is how well you prompt. One of the best ways is for you to use a prompt chain sequence. So before AI can help you understand your customer, it needs to understand you first. What do you do? So this is what this prompt is about. We need to give AI the right business context. Who do you stand for? What tone should it use when talking to you? This is where most people are too vague. And those vague inputs will give you vague outputs. Okay? We're going to get to security settings before we close. Don't worry, it's all going to be in this session. So the push is to avoid broad answers. You need to move from like my niche now, I help women to move into I help ambitious women build income without sacrificing the home front. So the fact is that you are helping me. This is the prompt. You're going to tell the AI, you are helping me build a deep and accurate customer and marketing system. First, store this business context about me. Ask me the following questions one at a time and wait for my answer before moving on. We have started. Oh. I'm going to chase. Don't worry about it. I'm just carrying you through the prompt. I will post it in the Google Doc. So who am I and what do I do? Ask me what my main offer is, including name, price, delivery. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to copy the prompts. But before I paste that, I want to carry you through something that is very important. I want this because this is very foundational for your business. See, if you don't take anything, listen to this one. It's going to change your business. We're going to stay here for a while because some of you, this is the boost that your business needs, right? We're going to talk about what we call offers, right? We're going to talk about offers. The importance of having multiple offers. Sometimes some of you have one thing. I do this, that's it. I sell food, that's it. You need to have multiple offers. You should never have just one layer of offer because people have different budgets. So you don't miss out on potential clients. If your business has only one offer, it's like operating a restaurant that only sells one meal. No starter, no drink, no dessert, just one plate of food. How many customers are you going to have? If someone comes in and they don't like their food, they're out. You're missing out on people. So some people will walk in hungry, but they'll leave because not because they don't like you, but because there was no entry point for them. You didn't have a few offers for them to choose. So I'll give you an example, right? Don't worry, we'll talk about the chat. The AI will give you the offers today. I say you people are not ready for this class. Don't worry. Just tell me to sit down in my chair. I should not run out because sometimes it used to enter my head. So I'll give you an example using me as a case study. I have a free masterclass, right? A lot of gurus do not do free masterclass. You know why? Because sometimes you enter, you won't learn anything, you go out. But because I back myself, I say if you enter here, you must learn something. Do you understand? This is what we call a low barrier entry into my world. I've never heard of this Dr. Joe. She's always talking so much on social media. Let me even see what she's going to say. Then you enter, you get value, and it's rewarding. Then we have something we call upgrade to VIP. Upgrade to VIP is for people that want to implement. It's not for everybody. So some of you are here to just watch and think and whatever. But some people will implement. Now, those people that implement, they're the ones that upgrade to VIP. It's still considered a low tier because it's not expensive. It's not what I would normally charge. You saw my rates, right? Upgrade to VIP, they get the recordings, they get the step-by-step guides, they get the prompt chain, they get everything. The people here that just want to observe, they observe and they go. That's the second layer. That's the second offer. The next offer, right? It's important for you to remember that your different offer layers are not for everyone. So you have to be okay with the fact that not everybody is going to come into your world. Not everybody is going to follow you or commit to you. But if your offer is too expensive, you've lost people because sometimes they just have to build trust with you first before they know, is this someone that I should follow, or is this someone that can serve me? Because I believe that your business should be a service to others. I say I have a community. It's not a community I lead, it's a community I serve. That is the key difference. Okay. So the next thing is the next offer I have is a community. I've talked about that. It's called AI ABC for scaling your business and for career growth. That is for continuous value and implementation with support. That's a mid tier. It's a recurrent thing. Then we now have a premium level. I consider my premium level the organizational training that I showed you the price for. When they call me to train at a minimum of 1,500, we're getting a little bit more high tier. Then we have custom builds. So the business Stage Global actually builds custom AI solutions for organizations. Okay, so you can see how there are different offers for different people. Your business must have an offer. Offers don't only relate to coaching or training. You have to think, how can I diversify what I do and offer more on different layers so I don't miss people that just want to test and trust me. Okay, so for real estate, for instance, you could offer viewings of different properties. How many people have seen those people that say, let me show you what 500K can get you, 1 million K can get you? That is an offer. Can you believe it? Because it's an educational content, it's a low barrier entry point. Before someone buys a house, if you're the person showing them all these things, who would they call? Just think about it. Who would they call? They'll call the person they've been seeing, showing them the difference between 500K house, 1 million house. It's your low barrier offer because you are saying to them, this is how I think, this is how I choose. So by the time they are ready to buy, they will already have chosen you without you knowing it. Let's give you another example. Hair vendors, because I know some hair vendors will be here. If someone buys a wig from you, that should not be your only offer. That is just the beginning of the ecosystem. You can have an offer to revamp, how to maintain the wig. You can sell them combs and tools and serums. You can create a loyalty system that brings them back to you. Because you bought from me, revamp is 50% discount. You have to create offers. The real money is not in the product, it's in the journey after the purchase. So ask yourself now, business owners that are in the room, do you have a client journey? Aspiring business owners, do you have a client journey? Please answer in the chat. Let me know. Do you have it? If not, we'll help you have it today. Okay? If not, we'll help you have it today. All right. I see a lot of no's. I see a lot of no's. I see a lot of no's. I'm waiting for your response. I'm waiting for your response. I see a lot of no's. Other screen. Okay, great, great. We're gonna make that work today. Give me a second.
You're not convinced to say anything.
I've not posted. Give me a second, guys. right, guys, I'm back. Sorry, technical. Okay, great. Now, childcare centers, for instance, you can also have offers. You can have layered offers, right? Um, Obstetricians, for instance, I have an obstetrician. I came to give birth, but as I'm leaving, they're telling me we have these medical grade compressions shorts. That is an offer. I'm going to purchase that because I trust my obstetrician. So you always have to have different layers of offers. Now, food business owners, for instance, I know this one because it's my area. When someone comes to buy food from you, you don't just stop at the meal. You can offer something like an extended equipment hiring service. Okay, you bought the food, you need chafers for presentation. We can offer food styling for your occasion. We can offer freebies. I keep telling people, we hold on tight. We don't want to do, even this masterclass, I don't want to do free masterclass. I don't want to, see, when you do freebies, the way it's going to change your business, don't give everything for free. But when I used to cook, like when I cook for my clients back then, when I had to run the live cooking, I would have they will order, and as they are leaving, I'll give them a small pack of goat stew, a small pack of this, a small pack of little freebies. Every time I have done that, they will come back and say, I want to order that goat stew. It's not silly, it's wisdom. So please think of what your offers are. Layered offers. Can you see the screen? Layered offers. 1 second, guys. Look at the doodle. Okay, is it showing there? Someone's doodling on the screen. Just give me 1 second, guys. Someone keeps doodling and it's distracting. Please, let's stay focused so we can get it done. Okay? So layered offers. Layered offers are not just about making more money, they're about not losing people who are already interested. You cannot propose marriage on the first date. It's a process, right? Your offer is the process. Your free content is the introduction. Your low ticket item is your first date. Your community is the relationship, and your high ticket is the commitment. Can I get an amen, please? You understand what I'm saying? So you don't have a traffic problem. You just have an entry point problem. You guys have not figured out what your entry point is. All right, let's get to the prompts because you guys are like, please, let us just start this prompting. Let's start the prompting. Okay, so um, there's an annotate thing here. 1 second. 1 second, guys. All right, I'm back. Dev is a liar today. Let's continue. All right, cool. This is the prompt. I'm going to copy this prompt. You can see that we're asking it to ask us questions about our business context. And I'll show you guys how I do it. But what I always say is where's our Google Doc? Okay, everyone, you see the prompts, copy and paste this into your chat GPT. I can see 35 people have joined that. Everyone else, get into the Google Doc. This is where we're going to be pasting the prompts. Oh yeah, everyone is a viewer. Okay, it's in there. Paste that prompt. It's going to ask you some questions, right? I'm also going to paste the prompt so you can see me do it live. One of the biggest hacks I have when you're doing ChatGPT or anything else, instead of typing, so I'll start with it. You can see my screen. I pasted the prompts. It's now going to ask me, good, this is how we build. It's telling me all of that. It's even going to give you an example of a weak answer. Okay? It's telling you this. If you ask a question and it says, I help women build businesses online, it's too broad. It doesn't tell you about this. So it's asking you, who are you and what do you do in one clear sentence? Don't overthink it. Just get it out. Now you can go ahead and type that. You don't just say it as however you want to put it in there. But one of my hacks is for you to use voice mode. You see over here where it says dictate, not this one. Use voice is where you talk with the AI back and forth. But what I'm talking about is over here where it says dictate. So we're going to click dictate and I'll start. So I am a business coach and an AI trainer, and I help women get clarity, especially my target audience is women that are carrying a lot. Perhaps they are ambitious women that, want to excel in business and career, but also want to sustain their home. They don't want to sacrifice the home front for business or success. But I'm here to show them how AI can help to simplify their lives and structure their lives so that they can succeed in both and not be exhausted or overwhelmed by it. Done. I didn't say anything, any grammar. So with dictate, you can ramble, 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 say it, speak it anyhow. The AI, this prompt is designed in a way that it will refine your answers. So I'm going to send that over. We need to build. So it's telling you you already have clarity, it just needs tightening. So this is where it tightens it. I'm a business coach and AI trainer who helps high capacity ambitious women use AI and simple systems to create clarity, reduce overwhelm. It has refined it for me. So you put your own business there. Don't you're not your target is not women. You're not me. So put your own context there. So it goes ahead and says it gives me a sharper version and all that. Then it asks you, do you want your positioning to feel more professional and structured or bold and emotionally direct? I would say two. Just answer. So the prompt, the way I've positioned it is that it will ask you questions and you continue. Now it's saying, the next question is, tell me about your main offer. Right? Now I know my main offer. So you put your main offer. It's not telling you about the different, it's not asking you about the different offers. Okay? It's saying, tell me about the name offer. The Google Doc the prompt is in the Google Doc. Everyone should go to the Google Doc. Please post the link again, admin. We're posting the link again. If you click there, just copy and paste this prompt into your chat GPT and follow the directions. Okay? Let's continue. The, um, all right, so it says AI ABC Growth is a $40 entry training that teaches beginners how to use AI to generate income. It is delivered through, no, my main offer, then I'm going to answer. Tell me your main offer. So we currently have like 3 tiers. The entry point is like a masterclass. We have a VIP upgrade for people that are ready to implement, where they get resources, step-by-step guide, custom builds, and things like that. We also have a community that's a recurrent fee. It's also low ticket because it's quite affordable. This is for people that want execution with the support of a community. We help each other win. We show strategies. We run workshops like this in the community. Then we have a coaching program for one-on-one business coaching. I also offer organizational AI upskilling as well. And we do, and Sturridge Global, we do custom builds for organizations that want custom AI solutions. So I've just rambled and it's going to tell me it's too much. I asked you for one main offer. I did that on purpose. So I'm going to send that through. It says you have a strong ecosystem. The issue is not lack of value. The value is there. Right now, it sounds like a lot of things. And I said that on purpose because it's asking you for just one main offer. So it then goes ahead to refine my offer. This is why you can talk about it. That's why I say dictate is better. So as you're thinking, just be talking to the AI. Don't try it. If you type it by now, you'll be tired. So that's one trick. If you want to talk to the AI, just talk with the dictate function. That's the dictate button over there. So it's refined it for me. It's even sharpened it for me. Now it says, um, the masterclass VIP community funnel. So it's cleaned it up for me that this is the phase that it should go in. Next question, describe your brand voice. Now I don't want to keep dictating, so I'm just going to copy this. It gave me an example. I like the example. Warm, direct, honest. I speak like someone who understands the pressure and responsibility, but I don't sugarcoat. If you know me, I talk candid. I don't buttercoat what I say. So I'm happy with that. I'm just going to copy and paste it and go. Okay? The next thing it says it's aligned. It's even refining its version further because AI always does too much. The next question, what do you stand against in your industry? Basically, it's asking me. So you see, it's asking you questions already to understand your business. Nobody knows your business like you. So you give the AI, it answers, it gets the answer, it refines it for you. Okay? It refines it for you. All right. It says what frustrates you, What do you think is misleading? Here it says, I stand against overcomplicated AI teaching that confuses people instead of helping them, and business coaching that ignores the real life responsibilities like family and all of that. Yeah, that's good. But I also want to add. So I've pasted it there, but I want to add more. So I'm going to say, I I challenge the notion that you can only be one of either a good wife and a mother or a successful woman. I believe you can be both. I feel you have to just find a balance and a structure using support like AI for you to be able to achieve both. So a lot of the times we're told we can only either be good women, good wives, or good mothers, or we can be successful, and successful women can't have both. And I challenge that notion. So that's something that I stand against in the industry. So I've just added that now to my list. So I hope you guys can see, because I'm letting you guys see how we build this avatar in real time, what it takes. So this full exercise can take you up to 30 minutes or 40. Don't play with it. This foundation is important for when we build the avatar. Okay? So it has refined it for me. It says, I challenge the narrative that women have to choose between being present at home and being successful. I don't believe you have to sacrifice one or the other. I believe with the right structure and support, you can achieve that and all of that. Okay? So it's refined it for me. Question 5, what do you stand for in your industry? I'm going to copy the example. Let's just agree with it so that we can move on. Okay. So I can move you guys. That's the first prompt chain. We're going to move to the second one now. Um, Question 6, what is your personal story? Why? Okay, what is your personal why or story behind this work? So it's telling you some examples here. I got to a point where I was doing everything right on paper, but I was exhausted and stretched thin. I realized that most advice did not account for real life, especially as a woman balancing work, home, and expectations. And then I discovered a system I want to share. Perfect. I like that. That's my answer. Okay. So you can see that this process takes some time. Okay. I hope that's the last question. Please, I don't want another question. Let's see. All right, great. So when it finishes, because I told it it's a prompt chain, the AI tells me it says you now have a solid foundation. We've given it a solid foundation about our business. Clear positioning, clear audience, strong belief system. Now the next prompt. Let's continue. So this prompt grounds the AI in who you are, what you sell, who you serve. Okay, let's move on. The second prompt is the deep customer extraction. Okay, this is where you extract, it's basically telling the AI, this is the prompt. You are an expert direct response marketer. I'm going to post this in the Google Doc so you guys can also copy and put it in. Okay, prompt 2. You're an expert direct response marketer, world-class customer research strategist, and behavioral psychologist. Help me deeply understand my ideal customer so I can create content offers and messaging. And it says, ask me the right questions. Only 3. I asked it for 3 so that we can move on. Like I said, switch to voice mode and dictate. So this is the second prompt. Go into ChatGPT and paste that prompt in there. Okay? We're building our avatar. We're building the layers of our avatar. So the question is, who is your ideal customer? Be very specific. Tell me her stage in life. Okay, it gave me an example. I'm happy with this. She's married, working mom with 1 to 3 kids. Working full time or part time, trying to build something on the side. I'm happy with this. So that's the first question answered. If yours asks you, just put in a one-liner. I promise you, you have to go back and take your time and do this. I'm just showing you so that you can put in very quick answer there, just so you can follow along with the class. Then the next question, what is actually stressing her right now on a daily basis? What are her, see, it tells you what to answer. What are her internal thoughts, the specific moments in her day where pressure builds? What does she feel like she's failing at? So it's giving me an example. I'm happy with that. Do you know why my AI is giving me example? Because I use it. Okay? I use it, right? So I'm going to copy. If your dictate function is not working, just do a quick one-liner. Just a quick one-liner. You go back and sit down and get it done properly, okay? I've shown, even me, I'm not dictating because it takes time. You understand? So that's why I'm just kind of going ahead with it like that. All right. I'm taking the example. My AI is giving me the example because it knows me. I've done this practice with it before. Okay? Next question. What does she actually want but does not want to admit? This is the hidden desire that I told you guys about. Okay? I want to feel like I'm in control of my life. I want to build something that's mine, that brings income, but I don't want to lose my family in the process. Beautiful. He got the Abby, he or she. Which one is ChatGPT? He or she. They, them. They got it he got it correct. She got my ChatGPT is female. I don't know about you. So it's done that now. Okay, yep, she's a she because I'm talking about a female avatar. Beautiful. So it now look at what it does. It refined my answer. It tells me why it's stronger. Now it has generated my full ideal customer avatar. And this is not generic. Look at the snapshot. She's a married mom, working mom, 1 to 3 children, balancing a job while trying to build something. Look at her. She's capable, responsible, used to carrying a lot, but is starting to feel stretched beyond what is sustainable. It tells you about her current situation. Are you guys seeing what this thing built for me? It then tells you her fears and frustration. No matter how much I do, it's never enough. I'm speaking directly to her. Someone's asking where they paste the link. Okay, it's there. It's in the Google Docs, so just paste it in the ChatGPT. It's built my customers' fears and frustration. Once you know your customers' fears and frustration, what will you do? Once you know your customers' fears and frustration, what will you do? You will be able to tailor your services to them. Okay? To feel in control of her life again. These are her desires. This is what she wants. So, how do your services meet what your customer wants? These are her triggers. These are her barriers. What she actually needs. Are you guys seeing what I'm talking about here? Are you guys seeing what I'm talking about here? This is not just an avatar. This is what we call a content engine. Okay? So, we built the first step. This is still prompt 2. Oh. We have 5. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. The prompts are in the Google Doc. Um, then we have prompt 3 for you to build the full avatar. It just gave me the summary. This is the full customer avatar. Now, when it builds this avatar, we'll be able to take that avatar and input it and build it so that we can refer to it every single time. So it's going to say, the prompt is saying, using the information provided above and a universal buyer psychology, do not generalize, don't give surface answer. I need you to create an ideal customer profile for my marketing and social content. This is what it's asking for: snapshots, fears and frustration, wants and dreams, what they think their problem is, what I know the problem is, away from motivators, deep towards motivators, the language that they use for your content. This AI prompt that I put together for you guys, can you see how detailed it is? This prompt is going to help you pull out everything you need to know about your customer. Okay? And we're going to tell it to write in our brand voice. Write in our brand voice if you're explaining to a new copywriter. So I'm going to copy that and go into the Google Docs so you guys can copy that. That is prompt 3. Okay? Feel free to paste that into your chat. Paste that into your ChatGPT. I'm going to do the same. Okay? Message the G. Now, this prompt basically is organizing the customer insights, knowing what we do as a business, and now organizing that insight into something that's usable as a marketing asset. So before you start your business, you should know who your ideal customer avatar is. These prompts carry you through that process, okay? Now, you need to be able to copy and save this customer avatar that comes out. This is the full snapshot, right? The full snapshot. We got it before, but it's refined it even further. And it's giving you, I want you to look at, let's look at the hooks. Look at the language that your customers are using, because that's the language that you're going to use in creating ads for them. It says, I'm tired, but I know I'm capable of more. I just need a way to make this work with my life. I do not have the time for something complicated. I keep starting and stopping. Imagine you start a content saying, if you are someone that keeps starting and stopping, then welcome to my world. In my community, I show people, can you see the difference? Then, hi guys, my name is this, I do this and that. You use the words that they use. And this is a summary of my customer avatar. Now I'm going to ask AI something. Give me this in a downloadable PDF. Do you know you can ask AI to give you a downloadable PDF? You can. You can ask for dashboards. You can ask for PowerPoint. No, well, PowerPoint. You can ask for Word. So I'm going to ask it in a downloadable PDF. The next stage, let's keep going because I want to show you this avatar in process. Yes, in Word as well, for sure, for sure, for sure. Now, this is the offer. You know, we talked about offer, right? We talked about offer. It said my shared screen is blur. Is my screen blur? Can you guys see my screen? Just confirm. If you can see my screen, say yes, please. Okay. Okay, okay. Just want to confirm. Everyone else can see. If your screen is blurred, it's probably your network. Please log out and log back in so that we can keep the class flowing. Please, you guys, we have a VIP option. If you want the materials, the tools, the recordings, the prompts, there's a VIP upgrade option. Admin, please put the VIP upgrade. Oh, no, no, no. Don't put it yet. Don't put it yet until the end of this training. Yeah, don't put it yet. Okay. Now, let's do our offer. Remember, you guys said you don't have your offer, so this is it. Most people get attention, but a lot of people don't know how to turn that into money. Your offer is how you make money. So it says you are an expert direct response marketer. You missed prompt 4. Prompt 4 is is it not there? Did I not paste it? Did I paste it? Thank you for paying attention. Thank you for that. You guys are very good, oh. Thank you, thank you. Okay, prompt 4. You are my content strategist. Let me paste that for you. Where is it? All right. I'll paste that for you in the Google Doc. I'll label it prompt 4. Feel free to copy and paste. And this is your final avatar. So this is my PDF. Can you see? It says download your ideal client profile. I'll go ahead and then download that, and I can upload that and create my project. You know, ChatGPT, we have something called, you can see all my projects here. You can see all my GPTs. Okay, we'll talk about that in a moment. All right. All right, prompt 4 is there. Now we move to offers. Offers is your money maker, remember. So it says remember, one thing I need to tell you guys is that when you're talking to an AI tool, you need to tell it what and who it is. So you say you are an expert direct response marketer, offer strategist, conversion specialist. You give it a title, okay? So that it knows exactly what is acting as. Part 1, give me a core offer positioning, messaging angles. So let's just paste this prompt. I'm going to give you guys prompt 5. It took a while for me to, because every time I prepare this prompt, I have to go back and refine. So you guys are really getting a lot of my hard work here. So prompt 5 is here for you. So as you paste it, me too, I'm going to go and paste my prompt 5. I want us to really look at this because this is where your money gets made. Okay? This is my one statement. I help high capacity women who are carrying too much use AI and simple systems to create structure, reduce overwhelm, and build income without sacrificing their home life. That's your transformational statement. The key outcomes of what you offer, why this offer is different. Then you have your messaging, right? Like the pain points. It gave me everything. You know, we talked about pain points. The pain points, you are doing everything, but nothing is moving. What it challenges, why it resonates with the woman. Okay? The next one, the desire. You can build income without sacrificing your home. That's something she desires. The next one, the identity angle. Can you see what is breaking you down? Like the things that you need to consider when you're thinking of what to market to your customer. The next one is objections and how to handle them. These are the things that your customer will tell you, this is my problem. This is why I can't take on your service. Can you see that the AI is telling you things to anticipate so that you get ready to tackle it before it happens? Can you just tell AI, well done, please? You guys should tell this AI, well done. It's telling you a lot without telling you a lot. It's doing, look at that. I'm not consistent. Can you see? The next one, I've tried things before and it did not work. This is all the things that the AI is telling you, okay? AI feels complicated I cannot afford it right now. When you know the objections that your customer will have, you are able to meet them with a solution before they even start giving you the objection. Do you understand? Now, let's look at the high converting hooks. This is what you use in your marketing. Do you see what I just did there? It's bringing out what you should use in your marketing. You don't need more discipline. You need a system that works when you are tired. Any woman that's going through that will be like, oh, really? Thank you. Now look at the offer stack ideas. This is when we talk about monetization. Okay? It says strengthen your current offers. Add a quick start path. It's telling me how to strengthen the offer. Turn VIP into an implementation kit. Position your community as an execution space. It's telling me how to stack my offers. I gave it a rough idea and it's telling me how to stack it. It says, look at your new offer. It's even telling me what I should tell you guys. Can you see? Do a 2-hour reset system, which is structured system for busy women to regain control of their time. You know, look at it. Then it's telling me the flow. Your free masterclass builds awareness and trust. Do you understand? Then you have your VIP. That's for implementation. So I'm going to talk to you guys about how to upgrade to VIP. Only for people that want to implement, right? Then you have recurring community. Okay, I've gotten my VIP. I want to come into a community where I can get support, guided support, meet other people doing it. There's an overload of information. It's community where execution happens. Then you now have your premium coaching, which is strategy and acceleration. It's giving me the words to use. It's literally told me how I should position my offer and giving me a simple sales script. It's just, I think if you sit down and try to think of this, so a lot of times what we do is we do trial and error. Now, this is where other people struggle. They create content first, they build an audience, but it doesn't convert. See, someone said it even gave her price tags. Yes. And just because I gave you this prompt, yes, I took my time to build this prompt, but modify. If you say add price, I want $1 million. Don't put that. I'm joking. But you can modify it to your context. Okay? Now this is where we've built. We've built business out. Prompt 1 gave us business clarity. We told the AI about our business to give it clarity. The next one we did was deep customer understanding. Prompt 2, extract the customer truth. Prompt 3 was our ideal customer persona. That's what it built. Then our content engine, things we can use for our content. And now we have our conversion system, which is the offer. So we've built a 5-prompt chain. 5-prompt chain. Can you see that? Now, this is where AI becomes even more interesting. Up until this point, we've been building your customer avatar from your knowledge. AI has been refining it to us. That is powerful. But your interpretation is different from what is out there. Okay? It's different from what is out there. The key point is that you're not here to reinvent your audience's problem because the problem is already out there. Your job is to listen closely enough for you to be able to recognize that there is a pattern. Yes, it is a machine. Sure, I'm glad you're seeing it. It's a real machine. Like business owner, if you start this, you can't go wrong with your marketing. This thing is going to make you guys, when I tell you I give you value, it will make you guys, your business will just be going like this because you're now communicating to the right person. Okay? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to send this prompt here. It's called validating your audience with real market data. Let me tell you what it is. We're no longer just telling ChatGPT what we think is refining for us. We're sending it out. Do you know you can send your AI on an errand? You're telling it, go and research, check forums, reviews, Reddit, Facebook groups, answer the public, YouTube comments, product reviews. Is my customer really there? Some of you think your business is the best thing since sliced bread. I believe you. But let's check. Let's make sure we're not wasting time. Okay? So you're asking, is there a clear evidence that this audience really exists? This prompt is your market validation prompt. Now, what we're going to do is something called deep research. Can you see that circle? It's called deep research in AI. Because that deep research is different from your normal prompting. Okay? Deep research is a feature in ChatGPT that goes beyond quick answers. It allows the AI to search, analyze, and synthesize large amounts of information. It's like your research assistant. Yes, you built a marketing department. Instead of giving you surface level answers, deep research digs deeper and gets you insight from real forums. Okay? So let me just copy this so that you guys can start, because deep research takes a little bit of time. Let me copy this and paste it to you in the chat. Before you run it, don't run it yet until I tell you how to run it, okay? Just wait. This is extra prompt. It's not the prompt chain, it's just validation prompts. Don't copy extra prompt inside though. Start from here. Okay. I'm gonna go in and paste it. Don't paste yours yet. Then you see this plus sign. You see this plus sign, click the plus sign and select deep research. That's like asking AI to go. There's no prompt 6. It stopped at prompt 5. Now we're giving validation prompts because we're turning this into a real person now. We're asking AI to go and research. Once you click deep research, you will see that blue thing at the bottom there that says deep research. Okay? And we're going to hit send. This is going to take a while because we're sending the AI on an errand. Go and check the markets. Do I have business? Aspiring business owners, if it comes back and says you don't have business, then don't start. Do you understand? It's helping you to save yourself, heartache. You understand? So it's telling you what it's going to do. It's going to collect real conversations from Reddit, analyze forums. It's going to do all that. I'm going to say stats, and it's going to start, and it will take a while. So while that is deep researching, let's continue. I want to show you something. I want to show you guys something. Now, I want you to understand that you need to understand that if you go to Reddit, Facebook groups, YouTube comments, you are going to see what people are saying about your business. There are real places. One of my favorite places to check is Answer the Public. Okay, we've already sent the AI there. See, it's working. You see, it's researching. It's researching. Sometimes to be giving you updates here, what it's doing. So let's leave it to work. Let's try something else now. Now, if you go to YouTube and you type a sentence, I'll give you an example on how to know what your customers are saying. So I'll kind of giving you behind the scenes of what this deep research is doing. I have to share a different screen. Give me a second. Where's my YouTube? Where's my YouTube? I want to show you guys what. Okay. I have to stop sharing first. Then I'll share you another screen. Whilst deep research is going on, let me share this. Can you guys see my screen? Can you see it now? All right. So I went into YouTube. I typed how to balance work and motherhood. Okay. Look what came up. Having it all for working mothers everywhere. Let's click it and see something. It's a TED Talk, but let's click it and see something. Go to the comment section. Right? What's happening? Can you see my comment section? Yeah. Go to the comment section. Can you see what they're saying there? This speaks to me. I'm a 9-year lawyer with 2 kids. I own a law firm and with 9 employees. I find the baby years fine, but my 4-year-old exhausts me. I feel like I'm failing in multiple areas and it's hard. Can you see that what my AI gave me is what somebody typed there? Can you guys see the market validation? This is someone's pain points. That's my customer. I tell her, come, let me show you how you will not fail. Do you understand? Let's continue. This has further conflicted me. I really don't know that I want my career more than I want to be a full-time mother. Can you see that the AI also told me that? I didn't come here. Oh. Can you see? Can you see? I hope Google Doc is still available. I'm a career woman, a wife, a mother. My son didn't talk yet. He got to daycare at 18 months. He's telling you different pain points. Look at this. I'm a new mom, a nurse practitioner, and struggling with this internal conflict right now. Thanks for your advice. This is how, go to YouTube, type your niche. Type your niche, healthy living, service for this. Go to the comment section and see what people are talking about. Is there a niche for what you are marketing? So I'm just showing you an example of what it looks like for you to do proper market research. But because we have AI has gone to do that for us. Let's get back to our training. Let's get back to our screen and continue. Let's see, where's our AI? Okay, 106, it's searched in 116 places. Can you see 116 searches? So deep research takes a while, but we're going to keep moving because we don't have time. We have to keep moving. Now, this is where we take the avatar a little bit further. I'll paste the prompt, but don't paste it until after your deep research, okay? We're going to turn this customer profile that we've built, everything we've researched, we're going to turn it into a real living person. So we're going to ask AI, give this person a name. Because for me, I have three different avatars. Like I told you, the single lady, I can call her Tasha. The second lady, I call my own Imani. Okay, Imani means faith in Swahili. I love that name so much. So my avatar is called Imani. She's the woman that is like me, working mom, trying to juggle both, trying to find a system, doesn't want to sacrifice her home, da 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 da. I gave her a name, family situation, work situation. You literally build a living person with this. So I'm going to go here and select turn this ideal client profile into a living person. Let me see if my AI is done. It's still building. So I'm going to post this. This is going to be the living person avatar prompts. Living person prompt. Not really living, she's AI, but this is what you post after. Just wait for this one to finish, okay? Because it's going. Now, let's talk about what you have. We started with raw data where everybody talks. Oh, my client is 50 years. Oh, this happens. Demographics and statistics. Now we now ended up having a detailed avatar, which is the prompt that we gave you from 3 and 4. We've addressed their pain points, their desires, their objections. And now we've gotten to where it's a living person, a name, they have a name, they have a story, they have an emotional decision. Okay. All right, let's go back and see where our thing is. It's still on deep research. It's still going, and it's going to give me an output. So this is where, when we look at the basic avatar, when people say, I know who my customer is, they're probably saying it's a woman in her 30s, she's married, working full time, wants to earn extra income, feeling tired. What's the problem with this? Is that it's informational, it's not emotional. It doesn't tell you who she is. It doesn't tell you how she thinks. It doesn't tell you what makes her hesitate. It doesn't tell you what finally moves her forward to purchase a service. Okay, after the upgrade, look at that. I don't know, it's not Sarah, Imani. She wakes up already tired. Look at the upgrade. Meet Imani. She wakes up already tired. Before she even gets out of bed, her mind is racing through everything that is still waiting on her to-do list, lunch boxes, emails, business idea that she keeps meaning to start. She has a steady job, but every time she looks at her bank account, she feels stuck, not broke, just not yet free. Look at that profile. That is what your customer avatar looks like. Can I tell you where this now goes even further? Is that we are going to paste that prompt and it will give you your ideal customer. Sorry, guys. Presenter view. Why wasn't it? Okay, let's see if it's still going. Yep, now our market validation is there. This is a full research. If I open it in large, and if I enlarge it, you can see it tells you that in Australia, the Australian Bureau of Statistics reports that 2.2 million couple families with children, almost three quarters, 73% of them have two employed parents, which means working moms. So my market is there. See, can you see what deep research means? It went to check the ABS, Australian Bureau of Statistics. It went to check international level. Can you see what the AI did? Have all of you, I want to ask a question. Has anybody done research like this for their business? Business owners, have you done this? Do you have this level of information about your clients? Please type in the chats. Let me make sure you guys are. Nope. Yeah. Can you see now? You see? I'm so glad you guys are seeing what can come out of AI. It's telling you the emotional language they default to. What they complain about, the enemy. The enemy is partners who help but still require managing. They're talking about their husbands. So I might create content around, if your partner is not helping, this is what you do. You understand? Pain points and desires. By the time I've done the must do's, there's hardly any time for me to do the want do's. I'm just so exhausted after work. Does anyone have a side hustle with a ton of time away from children? Look at the questions my customers are asking. So now when I'm marketing, I'm not using generic words. I'm using exactly what they want. It's telling you their buying behavior. What do they buy? What can you sell to them? Then I think one of the good ones I want you guys to see is platform. Where are they? Where are they located? Because you might be marketing in Instagram and your clients are in Facebook. It tells you Facebook groups, Reddit forums. So if I want customer, look at 161,000 in Reddit. So you will go there and market to where they are. Find your customers where they are. Do you get? All right. Sorry, I get excited about this stuff too much because it's so detailed. So that's example of what deep research can do. Now I want to come back and paste down my prompts, the one that I gave you guys in the chat. I think we living person prompts. So there's not much time. We need to move into building our agents. So I'm going to paste this in here. We can turn off deep research by pressing the X over there. So you guys can go ahead and paste your prompts. Now it's going to generate a name. It called her Imani Okeke. This is her family situation. This is her work situation. This is her daily routine. This is her work. It's telling you this, oh, we're still on daily routine. It's building her daily routine, right? It's building her daily routine. You can pick a name that you want. Feel free. Okay. And it's telling you her specific day. Now, what you're going to do with this information that you've gathered from every step that you took, you're going to add it. You're going to add the prompt 1. You're going to add prompt 2. And you're going to add prompt 3, 4, 5. And you're going to use it and create something we call ChatGPT projects. This is ChatGPT projects. Over here on the side. Okay. You go there, create a new project, and you insert all the information in there. And you can also create what we call a custom GPT that you will always refer to when you have questions. Okay? Look at my custom GPT, Imani. I created her because I've done this exercise before. Like I said, if you want to do this and you want the upgrade, if you find it beneficial, this is why I showed you guys my complete business model. You come into a masterclass, if it's useless to you, go. If you find value in it, then you can, yes, you can do projects, you can get the upgrade, and I'll give you guys a chance to give me the price for the upgrade so people can see whether I'm generous or not. So this is Imani here. If you click Imani, let's test her. I want you guys to see how Imani works. I want you to see how Imani works. Okay? Give me a second. Sorry. Okay, we're going to stress test Imani because I put all the information that we just gathered into a custom GPT. And that's one of the things you're going to be getting, how to build a custom GPT. I can't give you one answer because all of you have different, even me, I've only created Imani, but I need to create another person for another avatar for the single lady. So you have to sit and do this for the different avatars that you have in your business. Okay? So let's stress test Imani. The test 1, I have a hook. I want to create a content. I'm going to go to Imani now. Let's turn off thinking. I don't need thinking. I'm going to ask her a question. Look at the question. Imani, what do you think about this hook? This is my hook. You don't need more discipline. You need a life that is designed better. I'm going to send it to her. Let's see what she thinks. Because I've already programmed her. We've built her in 5 prompts. We've checked the market data. Then we built her into a project or a GPT. Look at what she said. She said, it made me pause. First reaction, in a good way. There's something relieving about it, like it takes the pressure off me for a second. Because I do feel like the problem is me most days. Can you see what she's talking to you like a real person? You understand? And I said, this is what resonates. You don't need more discipline because I'm tired of feeling like I'm the problem. It actually feels like you're saying you're not broken. Your life just isn't set up properly. I know it's a wow moment. You're getting your customer to talk to you. Oh, you guys are not seeing what AI is doing. Okay, the second half, it says, the second half, you need a life that is designed better. I get what you mean, but it feels a bit vague. Emmanuel, it feels a bit vague. It says, okay, but how? It tells you, because she's telling you, my life isn't something I can just redesign overnight. You know, we can't get into our customer's head. We've literally built our customer to talk to us. Okay. Okay. This is where we should be dropping hearts and clap and emoji. Because are you guys seeing? Are you seeing the avatar that we built? Okay, look at what she tells me. What it makes her feel. Would I keep reading? Yes, but only because the first line hooked me. If the next line doesn't get practical, I'll just scroll. Then she gives you suggestions of what she wants. I need it to feel possible inside my life, right? So something like, for instance, you don't need more discipline. You need a system that works on your worst days. She's telling you these ones will land better for me. Oh, you guys. Okay, let's try another test because we have to move to build your employees. You see, when I tell you these master classes, I try to keep it with time, but I want to make sure you guys are grasping. But again, if you're seeing this and you're thinking, I need this, we're going to talk about the upgrade soon. Okay, another offer. I asked her, Imani, will you pay for a low cost membership? Okay, you want to make money now. Please don't go and tell her, Imani, how can I collect 1 million from you? Please, realistic questions. Will you pay for a low-cost membership that shows you how to use AI and systems to reduce overload and build income without sacrificing your home? She says, I want to say yes, but I wouldn't immediately. Ah, why not? Me, so I'm wondering, why would you? Do you understand? So she goes ahead to explain to you, it sounds like what I need. That's everything I'm trying to figure out. So emotionally, I'm leaning in, but then the hesitation kicks in. I've paid for things like this before. Simple systems. It takes more time than I have. I fall behind. I feel like I'm falling again. She's telling you what her brain is thinking. She said, what will make me hesitate? AI can feel overwhelming sometimes. Systems sometimes means more. So I'm like, okay, I hear you. I hear you. So she's saying, what will make me trust it? She says, is it built for somebody that's overwhelmed? I don't have to be disciplined. Do I have to be tech savvy? That's what she's asking you. Then she says, what will make me say yes? This is the part I want. She said, if I saw women like me, an example, busy with kids, with a full life actually doing it. So I have to be able to show her that I'm doing this in my own life. This is where personal story comes in. Yes, you can join my community. We'll talk about it soon. The next thing is she wants to see proof that it works in small pockets of time. She says she wants a very simple entry point, like a free masterclass. Let me learn you. Let me trust you. Do you understand what she's saying? Let's keep it moving. So that's the mic drop moment. Now, for VIP upgrade, because we mentioned that, that's the next tier. If you want to implement, if you're happy with what you got, the prompt chain is in the Google Doc. If you want to implement, this is what you get. You get the resource guide. I have a resource guide. Let me show you guys our resource guide that I built. It's literally a guide that takes you step by step. Masterclass, this is Masterclass 2. It takes you step by step. The guide tells you, it's not your collection of prompts. So for all of you that you want to go back and really sit down with this, it even tells you how to use this guide. Okay? It's an ebook. It will tell you how to use it. All the prompts that we talked about. There's a security settings here. Someone asked me about security settings. It's in the guide. So you can imagine how much time it takes to put this together, right? Now, let's find our prompts because all our prompts are here. Oh, this is the wrong guide. This is the Masterclass 2 guide. But you will see the prompts to copy and paste instructions, copy and paste prompts. Everything is in the guide. So let me continue with what you get if you upgrade, only if you upgrade. Resource guide plus done for you prompt pack. You get a content bank generator to help you generate more prompts for your AI, for your avatar. You get the full training. So this is being recorded and you're actually going to get the full training. Okay? You're going to get the full recording. Then you're going to get the full training slides in a downloadable PDF format. You're going to get the step-by-step guide to building your customer avatar. So what I did, the AI ABC Customer Avatar Builder, this is what I did for you guys that upgrade. Let me show you. Look at this. This is a Customer Avatar Builder that I took my time to build. So you don't have to go through the prompt sequence. All you have to do is come here. This is on the upgrade. You come here and you just literally press the first thing. Help me define my business context. It will ask you everything step by step. Okay? It will ask you everything step by step. Let's keep going. And so I've already pre-built that it will be available when you upgrade. Now, for this set of things, if you're getting all this, I want you guys to answer me honestly so I can know, because my whole thing is complete transparency and fairness and affordability. If you get all of this in a paid training, how much do you think you would pay for it? Just guess. Somebody should just guess for me. Just guess. 500? Okay, that's fair. Recording, resource pack, custom GPT, step-by-step guide. How much? 1,000. Yes, I've paid for courses that after that, I'm like, what is this? Yep, you guys are seeing the prices. Now, I want you to scan this and go to VIP to upgrade. Can we paste the VIP upgrade link? Let me show you guys how much it costs. No, I'll show you so you know that it's really generous. See everybody guessing 5,000, 1,000. Don't worry. Because at the end of the day, we're still Christians. We still want people to have a rent to pay. I will show you. I will show you the link. So if you go to upgrade, you can see $49 for one. People should tell me thank you, please. It's $49 for one. So this full training is 49. The second one, which we're going to do, we're going to run through it briefly, is 49. Both of them, we still gave you a discount. The bundle is 79. I mean, I was looking at this like, what are you doing, Joey? You know, this is ridiculous. And then you also have the opportunity to join the community. Some of you got invited by people to join this training. Go and meet them so that they can invite you into the community, so they can show you how you can also follow you through the journey of the community. Okay? So if you want to upgrade to VIP, go ahead and do that quickly. Let's move to the next training. Okay? So by the end, if you upgrade to VIP, basically you're going to be sitting down with Imani, whatever you want to name her, name them, Jack, Josh, whatever the case may be, you're going to be able to sit down with them and get your benefits. Okay? Whew. Water break, water break, water break, water break. I'm looking at the time so that I can be able to finish this AI employees section. So let me start a new chat. Everyone go to ChatGPT and select new chat. I'm also going to go to the Google Doc, and I don't want to clear it. Can I just continue so that in case people want to copy and paste? Yeah. Okay. We're going to start here. This is going to be class 2 AI employees. The code, the link, they're going to drop the link to upgrade in the chat. Please check. The link is in the chat. Please check. They're going to keep dropping it so you can upgrade. All right, let's continue. Let's continue. There's no time. Oh, okay. Let's do this, guys. Let's do this. This is the fun part. The other one was fun too. Sorry, I like to create things. Okay, Masterclass 2, build your AI employee and dream team in ChatGPT. Let's go. All right. Let me time myself because we have to. All right. So the real problem is that a lot of business owners do not need more information. They need more execution capacity. And in AI, we have different levels of execution. Level 1 is where a lot of people learn basic prompting, asking questions, getting answers. Level 2 is what we call structured prompting, giving clear instructions. So a lot of the prompts that I pasted for you is actually structured prompting. Okay. Level 3 is where we have custom GPTs. And I explained what. Can you see my screen? Okay. I think everyone can see my screen, Ronke. Yes, people can see my screen. Yep, they can see my screen. Okay. Then we have level 3, which is your custom GPTs. Level 4 is agent mode. Agent mode is where you send your AI to go and do tasks for you. Okay. Level 5 is your tasks and rescheduled your scheduled execution. Level 6 is full automation and workflow. So we have some training coming up in the community on Claude Code work, and how to automate a lot of your systems. But we're going to cover 3, 4, and 5 quickly today. I'll show you what is possible. So what's an AI employee? It's not magic. You give an AI a structure, a clear job, you give it context, you give it instructions. Some people say AI is not working, and it's usually because you're not giving it a role, you're not giving it a title. Okay, so let me explain custom GPTs. Custom GPTs are like having a staff member with a particular job. It's the same thing like projects. Project is like giving them a workspace with a memory. Tasks is like telling them, this is what I want you to do. You can actually tell your AI what to do every Monday, every Tuesday, every Wednesday. And I'm going to show you guys how that works. So you're building, sorry, you're building your avatars as we go. Okay? That's your AI employee. This is your dream team. These are the people I'm going to introduce you to. There are 9 of them, but we're going to touch on 3 today. Ivan Intel is your competitor market analyst. If you are doing business, you need to know what your competitors are doing. You do. Ivan will give you all the intel, all the gist, all the cocoa. Nora Books is your bookkeeping and your accounting assistants. Sarah Social is your social media content strategist. Okay? Because I know a lot of you have multiple roles in your businesses. How many people, tell me in the chat, how many of you are taking on multiple roles in your businesses right now? How many? That's what we want to address today. Yep, I see me. Do we have more people taking on multiple roles in their business? Okay, I can see that. Now, that's why we need this. Okay, let's go quickly because I want us to cover. So, I want you to know that as we're building these employees or staff, we're actually building them in a flow. So we have Ivan Intel, we have Nora Books, we have Sarah Social. So Ivan tells us what's happening in the markets. Nora Books looks at our books, our expenses, tells us what's happening in our business and what the numbers are saying. And Sarah Social tells us what you should say or what you should promote. Okay? Ivan Intel is your competitor market analyst, okay? Your market assistant, aka your monitoring spirits, okay? It goes to check what other people are doing and comes to tell you and what the customers like and what they don't like, okay? It's a three-step process that I want you guys to understand when it comes to setting up your AI assistant. The first thing is you're going to build Ivan. We're starting with Ivan, our competitor market research. You're going to build Ivan in ChatGPT projects. The next thing is we're going to feed Ivan data. We're able to feed Ivan data either with an agent search or with pre-existing data that you have. There are two ways. Agent search is where we like what we did with deep research. Some of you have learned deep research for the first time. We can actually have what we call ChatGPT agent, and I'll show you that. The third one, we deploy Ivan. We put him to work. Go and find out information. Okay? So why do we use a project? Because a project stores intelligence. It makes sure we have consistent behavior. So we always have to remember, after we build the project, we have to give it instructions. So let's go back to ChatGPT and build our projects. If you go into ChatGPT here, you see we have projects here. We're going to do the drop down. Sorry, not drop down. We're going to select new project. Okay? Select new project. Are you guys following? Select new project. And we're going to name him Ivan Intel. Okay? We're going to name him Ivan Intel. And we're going to say create projects. Okay? And it's going to create a project for us. I'm only going to demo one so that you can do the rest later, but I want to show you how it works so you can do it at home. And then you can select a color. Let's make Ivan blue, right? Let's make him green. You can select an icon that feeds him, maybe pen, because he's always collecting information. The next thing you want to do is add his instructions. You see his instructions here. I've created the instructions for you, okay? So I've actually created the instructions for all the assistants you're going to build. I've done that hard work for you. So this is the instructions. I've posted it in the Google Doc. If you go down to AI employee, this is Ivan's instructions. Okay? So when you get the instructions, you're going to go to projects over here and click on Ivan Intel. See him here. Click his name. Then something will pop up. Let me do that again in case you missed it. Go back to that project that you just did and click on Ivan Intel. Can we share the Google Doc link? Google Doc link is going to be shared shortly. Click on Ivan Intel and we're going to see where it says project instructions. Just paste the instruction there for them. Let's go ahead. We paste his instruction, copy and paste it. So it's telling it you are a senior competitor market intelligence analyst for small businesses. Your role is to analyze competitors' offers, positioning, messaging. Don't give me vague summaries. It's telling it exactly what to do and click save. Ivan has his first instructions, okay? Next step, because it's taking you step by step. The next thing we're going to do is set the context. We're going to feed Ivan with data, okay? We're going to feed Ivan with data. We can feed Ivan with the data that we have, or we can send Ivan on agent mode to go and find out information. So you guys, I don't know if you guys saw that I'm a caterer. One of the things that we do is grazing tables. Let me see if I can show you. It's not here. One of the things we do is grazing tables. Grazing tables are like canopy tables where you display the food items and they look really pretty. This is an example. No, sorry, I wanted to show you another one. Okay, this is an example. So this is the setup before the grazing items. Now this is the final look. Is it beautiful? Please tell me it's fine.
Oh yeah,
Can you
oh no
see?
no, I think never let them marry.
That's meat
Now
pie.
you don't give me the package. When I do tip to cut, them they dance it, them they dance.
Okay, that's an example. I wanted to show you guys. So when you see grazing table, you will not say what is grazing table. Grazing table is like for the non-Africans, they do like charcuterie boards, burger, they do sandwich, they do different types of things. But I decided to do an African infused grazing table. So I'm telling Ivan, my Intel person, go and research the grazing table catering market in Sydney, Australia, and then tell me what is happening in the markets. Okay? So I wanted to find, it says competitor identification. Find 10 real currently active grazing table catering businesses operating in Sydney. You need to know who your competitors are. Don't just enter because of, you're good at something. It says, then create a structured data set with the following columns. Tell me their name, their websites. Are you seeing what I'm asking Ivan to do? Tell me their Instagram handle, what their offer is, what their pricing style is, what their visual identity is. This prompt is golden. This prompt will give you so much information. Then rank them based on brand clarity, visual execution, offer positioning. The next thing, I want an Excel output with all of this so I can look at it and give me market insights. Can you see what I am asking? It is overloaded. It is overloaded. I told you we over deliver on value. That's why, as much as I try, I can't pour everything into a 1 hour training. That's why community is essential, because in the community we're going to do a workshop where we can do this. Everybody in the community must have their assistants. They must have their ICP, that is their customer avatar. Where is my paste? Let me go and paste the agent mode prompt. So this is the second prompt. Please don't mix it up. Let me take it down. Agent mode. Okay, what I want you to do. So the first thing is we're going to tell Ivan to go and find information. Okay? Go and find information. So look at me. You select plus. We're going to put it, by the way, agent mode is for paid users. So if you don't have agent mode, don't worry. It's just you have to be a paid user on ChatGPT. Please, at the end of the day, you have to think like, is it not worth it? $20 for you to have multiple assistants in your business. You have to be willing to invest. This year, one of my mottos is invest in knowledge, invest in yourself to save yourself the hassle. I know how many thousands of dollars I spent without getting results. Okay, we're going to go into agent mode and we're going to paste that prompt to send Ivan to go and to go and find information, and we're going to hit send. Let me tell you guys what agent mode is, because I think agent mode is one of my I love it. It's one of my favorite features in ChatGPT. When you select agent mode, it's like having an assistant and it opens its own computer. This is ChatGPT doing it. I'm not touching anything. Look at my hands. It's doing it by itself. It's going to search. Can you see? It's reopening. It's searching Sydney grazing table caterers. It's doing it on its own. Agent mode can be doing what they're doing. You can continue working on your own thing. There is an agent mode in Claude. It's a bit different. Again, we're going to cover Claude. Each LLM is a bit different, but I'm falling in love with Claude these days. So we're going to cover it in the community. We have a full Claude workshop series coming up. So again, look at the activity. It can show you what it's doing. I'm opening details from the site. It's telling you step by step what it is doing. Okay. Now let's go back to the desktop view. It's taking over the computer. It's working to find information. Let's keep going. No, that's the wrong one. I think I can close this. We're done with this. All right. So agent mode is like I said, as agent mode continues, we can continue. Now, the step 2 is that you're going to give Ivan some files. Some of the things that I love to put in is I'll put in my price list. Okay? Like I said, I'm not hiding anything from you guys. You guys are welcome to my world. We don't keep here. So I'll show you some of the things I'm going to give Ivan. The grazing table pricing list, my market reports. All these market reports, I'm going to get it from agent mode, by the way. But let's continue. Because if you look here, the last step of the prompt says export insights into a structured PDF report. Okay? The demo is with ChatGPT. So everything you have to follow with ChatGPT, and then you can import into Claude, Kenny. So if you can switch over to ChatGPT real quick, that would be beneficial. Or just try and put the prompts in Claude. The thing is, if you don't have agent mode in Claude, you can ask it to copy that prompt and still paste it in Claude and do a research mode. Ask it to go and research. There are different ways to simulate this. I'm just trying to showcase that there are different, there's deep research, there's agent mode, there's group chats, there's so many features I want you to learn, like in ChatGPT. So the next thing is for you to upload your own files. Let's see if agent mode is still going. It's still going. So while that's going, you can go and find some files to upload. If I was talking about the last prompt is your PDF output where you export insight into it. The insights that we find, like market opportunities. Look at one of the things we asked this prompt to do. Find the gaps in the markets. You know, as a researcher, when we're writing articles, we always say, what is the gap in research? Okay, we're telling it to find the gaps in the market because where is the gap? That gap is where you come in and you dominate. You see why I said aspiring business owners, you will benefit from this because the mistakes you would have paid thousands to make, you're not going to make it now. Okay, let's continue. Let's see if agent mode is done. See, it's checking other grazing table. You see all these people, I don't know them. Agent mode is finding that information from me. Okay, I'm going to pause agent mode because I don't want to keep us too long. I've also done Ivan Intel as a demo. Let's go back and see. So one of the things you're going to get on the output, this is the output that the agent will give you. Let me open it so you can see what the agent mode gave me. I just paused it. I've done this before class so that we can run through it. But leave your agent mode to run. And this is the output that it gave me. Look at it. Business name, Radish Events, La Papa, Cured Cravings, The Blonde Butler. It gave me their websites. It gave me their Instagram handles as we asked it to. Okay? It gave me their offer summary. What do they offer? Sustainable catering, company offering corporate and wedding packages. It's giving me all this. Then it gave me their pricing style. It gave me their pricing tier. Is it high? Is it medium? Is it, it gave me their brand angle. Are you guys seeing what, just from running agent mode? Their value identity. This is all information that we got just from running agent mode. So I shouldn't have stopped that. I should have just let it run. Hold on. Okay, look at the grazing table analysis. Let me run it again. And paste. All right. Now, when you get that project, what I want you to see is that you can actually go into the files. We gave the instructions before. So when you go back there, when you select this, we enter the instructions here. But here we have our chats and we have our sources. If you go into sources, this is where you can add all the information that you need. If you look at the masterclass where I'm teaching, you add your agent mode Excel file. So there should be an Excel file that comes out of your agent mode. This is it, the one I showed you. You drag it and you add it here. What else do you add? Add your market insights. Remember, one of the outputs here is market insights. I already have it. I already built it for you guys. So this is the market reports over here. It's telling you what the market is saying. Let me show you what my market report says. Hold on, let me open it. I want to show you guys what the market report says. It's amazing. It's amazing. I'm glad you're getting value out of it. It's a lot, I know. So I advise you guys to please take your time. We're here for support. That's what we're here for. Now, I want you to see something that this thing said. This is the market report, the one I asked for PDF. Ignore this. This is just ChatGPT putting its codes in. So this market report now, if you go in to see the gaps, it says most of your competitors, it's telling me what most people are doing. Okay? It says most of your competitors target high-end events with custom pricing and opulent styling. Budget-conscious customers or families that are seeking affordable grazing options for casual gatherings are underserved. It now says a lot of them, whilst quality ingredients are emphasized, few of them cater to vegan, gluten-free, keto. So it's telling you that when you do your own, make sure that you cater to these different things. It will set you apart. It now adds this. This is where it really got me excited. It says most tables follow a Eurocentric charcuterie model, right? There are little mentions of culturally themed grazing tables. No Asian, Middle Eastern, African. This is where I now come in. So it's telling you this is where you stand out. So it's telling you this is your strategic opportunity to enter the market here. Offer affordable all-inclusive grazing packages for small gatherings. It's telling you how to make money in the business. And that's what one of the outputs that you're going to get from that. So once you put your grazing reports, you put your your competitor analysis in the Excel file. The next thing I put my packages. So these are my packages, okay? I'm so glad you guys are getting value. Look, once you get this right, your business direction, these are my packages, these are my real packages. I'm showing you, these are my packages. So it's not cheap. People see that we do premium. 30 guests, 1,800. 50 guests, 2,700. 80 guests, 4,000. 100 guests. We don't joke here. Oh. Put it like that. Let ChatGPT tell you whether it's too expensive. Be confident in your pricing. That video that I just showed you guys now, that particular setup was $8,000. FYI. Yeah, it was $8,000. So when you put all of this, next step, I'm looking at time. Oh, I don't want to keep you guys too long. Okay, next step. Now we're going to deploy Ivan as our competitor. Now we're going to tell him, using all those documents we uploaded, I want you to identify the strongest positioning angle for my business. Suggest a clear offer structure. Recommend pricing direction. Suggest 3 content angles that will stand out immediately. Highlight what I must avoid. I don't want to waste money. Highlight what I must avoid based on customer saturation. Are you guys seeing these prompts? We've already put in, let me paste this to the Google Doc so people can go ahead. Let's go. Where's my chat? Oh, no. Google Doc. Okay, you have the agent mode prompt. You should have your PDF. You should have your Excel file. Then this is the put Ivan to work. Let's put him to work. Oh yeah, work. Ivan, work. Okay, let's go in now and I'm going to paste it here. When I paste it, let's see what Ivan comes up with. So Ivan now is your Intel guy. You're asking him, based on everything that is happening in the markets, where can I make money? Okay? Where can I make? Yes, ChatGPT will research. That's why we put it on agent mode or deep research. Anytime you want it to go out and research your region, make sure you do agent mode or deep research. Okay? Now, let's continue. Cultural, it says this is your strongest positioning. Position it as a cultural luxury experience. I should not call it a grazing table. Are you saying what Ivan? It's Ivan, no, not Alvin, because people have remixed his name. Ivan. Funny. It says, don't call it a grazing table. You're doing too much. You're doing too small. Go bigger. It says everyone else is doing luxury grazing, bespoke grazing, premium ingredients. How does it know what everyone is doing? Because it has gone to do the assignment for you. You want to start a flower business, go and check what everybody is calling their own so that you're not the same. You're not regular. Do you understand? It now says what you already have that is good. You have a Nigerian canapé spread. You've named the experience. These are my names. I have Nostalgic Feast. I have Premium Banquet. I have King's Table. Those are my different tiers. Okay? Then you have story driven. It's telling me what I have. It says this is your winning angle. We do not do grazing tables. We create cultural food experiences that people talk about. Bam. Mic drop. Are you seeing? Then it says more specifically, luxury African canapes and grazing experience for events that want to stand out. Are you seeing? It says, why does it win? Cultural grazing is massively underused. It taps into the multicultural Australia, corporate diversity events. You know all those corporate events that always want to do, we do diversity and inclusion. Let's tap into them. It taps into that. Then it taps into, what else? People bored of cheese boards. We don't want cheese board, we want jollof. Can you make us mini jollof cups? Can you make us some spicy asun on a mini stick? Are you seeing what it's saying? Now, this is your offer. It said, this is what you have now, but this is what you need to fix. It reads like a menu list, inclusions, logistics. It says, this is how you can rebrand. Entry experience. Instead of nostalgic feast, call it signature experience. For the intimate events that still want impact. The next tier. Instead of premium banquet, call it the showstopper. So you don't even have to think before you make your business make money for you. Eh? The next thing, the high ticket, instead of King's Table, he said keep the name. ChatGPT likes King's Table. Then it says add one missing layer, an entry funnel. So it says, you remember what we talked about layers and offers? You see here, we'll add grazing tables, add small packs, grazing boxes. Before you invite people to purchase a full table, add something small, different offers. See, small event packs, DIY kits. So maybe I can set up a grazing table for a bridal shower and they'll DIY their own, what do you call that thing? Tacos, Nigerian chicken, because I do fusion. I do fusion plantain chicken tacos. They can DIY that for a bridal shower event. You see the ideas that give. I didn't even think of this. I would have done it since. So, eh? Are you seeing? It says, let's analyze. 1,800 for 30 is about $60 per head. It says you're sitting on the mid premium range. Are you people seeing what ChatGPT did? Are you people seeing what ChatGPT did for me? Okay. So this is what it's because we put Ivan to work with that prompt. That's what you get. Let's keep it moving. Um, Now, this one is Ivan the Market Watcher. What this one does is what we call a scheduled task. So basically, you can actually tell ChatGPT every Monday at 8 a.m., tell me what is happening in the market and come and report to me. Do you know you can do that? It's called tasks. So we can actually put Ivan as the market watcher. He's real monitoring spirit. He's really there checking. He said, your competitors have changed their price. So this is what's happening. No, that's what this prompt gives you. So you see, this is just an addition, right? That's that. Now the question is it cheating? Do you guys think this is cheating? Monitoring your competitors? I want to know. Do you think it's cheating? Do you think it's cheating? It's not, oh, because let me shock you. Your competitors are watching you. You want your business to be successful? Watch the markets. Take over the markets. Know what people are doing. Monitor. Can I give you guys one quick hack? Because me, I want to just pour hacks into your lives right now. Let me give you one quick hack. When you say, is it cheating or not? Do you know that Meta has an ad library? Let me just shock you guys. All of you that want to do ads, I don't even know what ad will work. Meta has an ad library. If you go and type Meta ads library, this is just a quick hack I want to show you. Go to Google and type Meta ad library. It will tell you to search ads. Let me search ads in Australia. You can choose your country and then you can choose your category. But I'm just going to type, where can I thought I could type it. Hold on. Okay, all ads. And I want to type AI coaching. Oh, no, let's do grazing table. Do you know that Meta allows you to monitor ads that other people are running? And you're still here. How do we know winning ads? Look at grazing tables. It tells you this ad started running in May 2021. That's how you know it's a good ad. That's a hack. So look for ad. Don't look for this one, 2026. We don't know if it's working. If business owners here, you know what I'm saying, right? Do you understand? You see? Do you understand? When you run an ad, if you find a winning ad, what do you do? Business owners, tell me, please. If you find a winning ad, what do you do? Join the community, Sandra. You're welcome. You're welcome. The links have been shared. Admin, please keep sharing the link. If you find a winning ad in your business, all of you that have run Meta ads before, well, thank you. You keep running it. So if you see an ad of 2021, it's working. So go and look at the ad, click it, watch it, and see. Replicate it for yourself. You will not fail. Are you see hacks? Oh, you should come to this. Come and join me. I like business. Are you seeing the kind of things I found? So go to your Meta ad live. So if Meta is telling you monitor your competitors, you're saying monitoring is cheating. You better stop. You better stop. I'm looking at the time. Let me quickly show you Nora Books because Nora Books I like. I like all my ad agents. Oh, look at this. There's another prompt about how to hit 10K monthly. That's a prompt for Ivan. Ivan, if you were launching a grazing table business in this market today with the goal of hitting 10K monthly, we should start small. Some of you will say 100,000. Start small. Do you understand? If this was your target, what would you do differently from competitors? So you can copy this paste. So we didn't just ask Ivan for information. We asked him for thinking, for direction, and for decisions. So AI is no longer tell me where I can find this. You built Ivan. He's there for you. Anytime you feel stuck, you come to Ivan, you click him, he's a project, and you ask a question. All you have to do is paste the prompt. Let me paste this prompt for you guys. 10K monthly. Okay? So you can go ahead and do that. I didn't share the last prompt. What was the last one? Sorry, guys. Let me go back. I will share it. Don't worry. We're not hiding the prompts. Okay, deploying Ivan. I think I already shared I shared two prompts before, right? Yeah, I did. This is deploying Ivan now, using the documents uploaded. Yeah, I've shared all the prompts. Have I not? Yep. Yep, they're all here. Agent mode, instructions, agent mode, and then deploying him, putting him to work. And then we have the 10K monthly prompts. That's all. I've not added any other one. Okay, so all the prompts are up to date. So that's how you can. Oh, sorry, the market watcher. That's the one I didn't share. Yes, yes, yes. This is the one for you to set him up as a task so that every Monday he'll give you updates on what's happening in the markets. And for every AI assistant that we build, it can actually do that for you. We can set it up so that it works. So we've seen our AI assistant go and work. What is it? What's this one? This is the market watcher. I want to label it so that you know. Don't copy and paste the heading. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Now we've talked about the 10K monthly. The next one is Nora Books. I've pre-created Nora Books because I just want to show you guys how Nora Books works. Because some of you do your own taxes, some of you do your own bookkeeping. If you were to hire a tax agent to do your bookkeeping, you guys know how much you pay, right? But we're going to set up Nora. Again, remember, there are 3 steps to setting up your AI assistant. I've already run you guys through that. We have the ChatGPT projects. We'll give her instructions. I'll paste the instructions just in case some of you want to still follow along with me. But I just wanted to show you how it works so we can go into Q&A and discuss other ways that we can. So I don't want to keep you guys too long. So let's go. This is Nora Books. This is a bookkeeping/accountant. That's her instruction. Remember how we set up instruction is that I've built her already. Let's see, Nora Books. So for instructions, you just create a project. Remember, create a project, then click here, put in your instructions here. You are a bookkeeping, an accountant, blah, blah, blah. And you put her there. Nora, tell me your daughter's name is Nora. I didn't remember that when I did this actually. Okay, so after that, the next thing we're going to say, we're going to feed her documents. I want you guys to see me live as I feed Nora a CSV document. So I gave her a bank statement. I'm going to delete that so I can show you how to feed documents. So if you go into Nora Books, you paste your instructions. Now we're going to feed her information. So we're going to go to sources and we're going to select add sources. Okay. Nora, I've generated a draft bank statement. Basically how your bank statement looks. You will know how bank statement looks, right? Masterclass 2, Nora Books. This is it's a mock bank statement, it's not a real one, but I'll open it for you guys to see what it looks like so you can see the before and the after. Give me a second. Oh, if you guys are getting value, people should type value in the chat. Let me see. 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 Okay, you can see here we have the dates, Stripe payouts, Woolworth supplies, Uber fuel. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. God bless you guys. Uber fuel, Square payment, Officeworks printing. This is typically, I hope you guys have a separate bank account for your businesses. You're not mixing it with your normal bank accounts because this is what a typical bank account for someone that has a grazing table will have. You see how rough it is. Uber fuel, PayPal payment, Telstra internet. This is a typical bank statement, right? Now we've given Nora Books that bank statement. And this is what we're going to put her to work. So we're going to feed her with the CSV. We fed her with the CSV. Now we're going to give her these instructions. You are my bookkeeping and business clarity assistant. This is my inputs, a bank CSV. Your job is to organize, interpret, and prepare this data for bookkeeping and for business insights. Okay, categorization. Categorize each transaction using the following folders: sales, income, materials, supplies, office expenses. People know bookkeeping, right? Good. Then produce a clean Excel file ready for import with the following columns. Give me a financial summary. I want to know how did I do? Then it's going to say, give me business insights. Let me give you guys this prompt for some of you that are copying the prompts. because we're going to run it live so people can see what Nora Books will create for us. Okay. Bookkeeping prompt. All right. We're eating into the timer just a little, less 10 minutes more, and we can take questions, okay? So let's paste this prompt into Nora Books, and she has the bank statement. We've uploaded it. Let's run it, and let's see what she comes up with. It's a she, oh. She's my she. Nora is a what? Is a she. Oh my goodness. This is so exciting. Okay. It's reading the spreadsheet documents. Let's see what's next. Now, let's just talk about Nora whilst we go ahead. I want you to think of your AI assistants as systems that work together. So Ivan tells us what the market wants. Nora tells us what your business can support. You need both to scale. He studies the market. Nora looks inward. So Ivan looks outside. Nora looks inward. So she asks, what are my numbers saying? And, and can the business actually support this move? So Ivan can give you all the crazy ideas out there, but Nora is saying, my sister, you are broke. My brother, you don't have the money to reach. You understand? So you need both of them. They actually work hand in hand. Okay? That's what I want you to understand. Let's go back to the output and see what ChatGPT gave us. ChatGPT, I really take your time today. What happened? Is it because we're all using you? Okay, it's still going. So this is just again explaining. Now, this prompt is about, linking them together. This next prompt is we're saying use Ivan's market analysis, Nora's financial insights, compare the two, and help me make a clear business decision. Structure your response in three parts: alignment, identify missed opportunities, underperforming offers. So let's just see. Let's just see. I want to paste that for you guys in the chat. We're still waiting for the output from ChatGPT, but let me paste that in the chat for you so we can link Ivan and Nora. I'm just trying to demonstrate it. I'm trying to demonstrate that. Sorry, 1 second. Distracted. I'm trying to demonstrate that Ivan and Nora, they don't have to be individual. They can work together based on the prompts that you give them. So that's the prompt for two of them. Let's go back. Did I select thinking for this? Instance. Interesting. So it's still going, but we can keep moving. Okay, before we get to Sarah Social, because with Sarah Social, it's just basically like your offers, your prompts and all of that. Oh, thank you, Marinika. She said for a free masterclass, you're giving out a lot. You're welcome, my dear. That's my heart. Anyways, I always try to give. If you want to move on, fine. It's all optional, but the effort has been put in. You're welcome. You're very welcome. ChatGPT, don't fall my hand today now. What's happening? It's analyzing, so just be patient. So let's keep going. I'll explain Sarah Social to you. Sarah is another person that I've built. She's basically why Sarah comes in is that she's your social media strategist. The link between the prompts, please wait for the okay, maybe I'm confusing you guys. So after the bank statement prompt, we're still waiting for the output. The next thing we're going to do is the bridge between Ivan and Nora. Let me wait for the output. Let me wait. How many things did I give this Nora Books? Has anyone gotten their output yet? It's just taking a while. I think it's because I've been. This method will give the user accurate picture of the income. Oh, it's using Python. Okay, it's actually calculating it. GST total. Just give it some time. So don't worry, we'll come back and flow. Let me just keep talking so that you can understand, okay? Nora is bookkeeping. Oh, she's bookkeeping. Don't rush her before she will go and give you the wrong numbers. You don't want her to give you the wrong numbers, right? So let's let her do her thing. So with Sarah, it's more like a content creation engine and things like that. Why I don't really want to talk too much about Sarah is because when we built our ideal customer persona, we really went into detail on the kind of content that we need. But what Sarah does, and I really want you to see what Sarah does. Sarah, you need Sarah Books. Okay, okay. Sarah Books is in the VIP package as well, by the way. So I want you to see what Sarah can do because I know some of you guys, content creation is really a struggle. Where is Sarah Social? Okay. Oh, yes. Using Ivan's market research. Now you guys know who Ivan is, our Amiibo, our Intel guy, right? Then we have Nora Books, her bookkeeping and all of that. It says build 3 content pillars, 10 hooks, and a 7-day content plan, right? Tell me why you chose those pillars. Give me, you can also turn it to a LinkedIn post, Instagram carousel. It will give you 5 slides of what to put in the Instagram carousel and 3 potential newsletter topics as well. Okay. So because of time, let's see if, ChatGPT, today, not today. Okay. I think we're done. Beautiful. From that rough bank statement, you guys all saw the bank statement, right? Look at this. Facts. In March, you made 15,000. It's not true. It's Moko. It's not me. Then total expenses were 2,000. GST connected. That is your net profit. This person is doing well. You know, it's telling you the different revenue sources. It's telling you the different expenses, materials and supplies, office expenses, client transfer. That's your how the money came in. Then it gives you an interpretation. This is what I love, right? It says your strongest revenue appears to be corporate work and grazing table work. The bigger deposits are clustered around corporate grazing, corporate events. It's telling you what's doing well in your business. Do you understand? Then it says most of your money is going into materials and supply, which is normal for your type of business. Of course, you have to buy materials. Then it says a few patterns stand out. Income came regularly across the month, which is good. You're also taking money through several channels. That gives flexibility, but it also increases the need for careful reconciliation. It says what to watch, then the things that need review. Then it gives you an import table that you can copy and paste to your accountants. Then it gives you a draft email because I asked it to give you a draft email. It says, Dear accountant name, attached is a cleaned March 2026 transaction file. Key figures for March 2026 are below. Total income, total expense, customer refunds, GST collected. Are you guys seeing what came out of that prompt? Then it's telling you the things that need reviewing. That we had a lot of customer refunds. What's happening? Do you understand? Check it if it was actually reviewed. Stripe charged twice. Stripe and the fees may need separate reconciliation. Your email is ready to go to your accountant. And you can even ask for this in a table format. Okay, okay. Yeah, so you can save this transaction. Yeah, let me save it. Okay, a, give me the import table in a table format here. Let's see what it gives me. So I want you to see that it has formatted everything for me. Okay. You have Stripe, you have your payee, which is a Stripe payout grazing table. You have your category, it has categorized it into sales, materials and supplies, fuel, your tax code, the amount, your review note. You guys saw the beginning of the bank statement, right? It's fully done the bookkeeping for you. You guys should please clap for our Nora. Nora has tried today. Let me quickly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste the prompt in for Sarah so we can take questions, okay? I'll just paste the prompt. Now you know the 3-step. Sarah socials. We're going to create Sarah socials. Remember, create the project, name it, give it instructions. This is the instruction. I'm going to show you, I'll just paste the prompt for Sarah so you can have it. And then what I'm going to do, give me a second. For Sarah socials, then what I'm going to do is also paste the next prompt. I think I have execution prompt. So this is her execution prompt. I'll also paste that in the chat. Please, please, please go and try that later. I always try to point as much as I can, but time, I can't, even if I try. That's why I always invite you guys to come on the journey. Because even if I tried, there's only so much I can do, you know? All right, so I'm going to paste this execution prompt in ChatGPT. I have already, like I said, I built Sarah before to demo because I thought the time might not, you know, we don't need to give her anything because we're going to ask her to use Ivan's market research and build that. Let me show you guys what the output from Sarah is, and then we can keep it moving. Well done. Well done, everyone. Well done, well done, well done. Okay. Okay, it's going. I'm talking about the grazing table. Give me a second, because we used the first example before. So ChatGPT is picking up on that. So you correct. I always tell you guys that AI hallucinates sometimes. So you always have to be very careful to check your outputs. Please, please, please check your outputs. Don't rely on AI alone. Okay? Let's see. Okay. All right, let's keep it moving. We'll wait for the output from Sarah. But um again, you can say, tell Sarah what to do. You can set up like a scheduled task. These are you see all these 10 agents, they're in the VIP folder. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome, Marcella. You're so welcome. So this is what it looks like. Ivan, if Imani, remember when we created our ICP, your ideal customer avatar, you will input your ideal customer avatar into this flow. So Imani is actually who informs Ivan on what he should look for, how Nora interprets the pattern, and what Sarah creates. Okay? Um, sorry. Okay, look at it here. Before we continue, let me go back to the output now. So this is the content. This is Sarah's output. It says these are your three content pillars. Make your event look expensive. Market insight. People are not buying food. They are buying aesthetic. Business insight. Highest perceived value. Now, this is Nora. Look at what Ivan said. Make it expensive. He agrees. Nora agrees because higher value means higher pricing. Okay? Then it goes your content purpose, your centerpiece, your status symbol, your experience. Then you have your behind the scenes value. Market insights. Customers underestimate efforts. Education reduces price objection. So they want you to show the setup, the process of setting up, the styling, the logistics. Then you also have to emphasize stress-free hosting. It's telling you why those pillars work. Those pillars work. Now look at these conversion hooks for your content creation. It says this is what your event is missing. The next one, your guests will not remember the food, they will remember this. Then you show them. The next one, stop ordering boring catering. The next one, this is why your event does not feel premium. And then it gives you 7 days of content plan. Before, it tells you post before and after grazing table transformation, which you just saw. So you saw me do that where I showed before and after. Another one is education pillar. What goes into the grazing table setup? Give some education. Position yourself as a key person of authority. The next one is social proof. Post the client reaction I have that one self in one of my posts. What did you think about the food? Oh my God, it was so beautiful. Everyone loved the food. It's giving you 7 things you can post. Someone clap for Sarah in the chat, please. Clap for Sarah in the chat. That is an amazing prompt. I'm telling you, it is an amazing prompt. So people in AIABC, please, it's time to implement. Not people in AIBC. People in AIBC, we're going to be running this as a workshop, slowly getting you to build all of this based on your business needs. Just remember, you don't need every single customer avatar. You just need what your business needs. If you want to upgrade, this is what you get. For the class one, you get your resource guide, done for you prompt pack, all of this. There's a bundle that's cheaper. And then, of course, please, by all means, come into AI ABC and join us. You're very welcome to join us. Let me reduce this. I'm going to ask you guys, AIABC is the community. It's a community where VIP is just for everything that we did today. You get the recording and you get it in about 3 business days. So because we need to clean up the recording, we're recording live. You get the slides, all these slides that I have. You get the resource guide. You get the custom GPT. You get the prompt pack. Everything is packaged for you, okay? And AIBC is the community where you come in and work with us and all of that. There are different tiers, so please feel free to join. The link is there. The link will be shared, okay? These are some of the upcoming trainings on AIBC. How to secure funding for your business, get media and podcast features to amplify your reach, speaking engagement and awards for your industry, become a published author using AI, automate your workflows, because there's still another level of automation. I want to give you guys a free tip before you go. But before then, I want to have three things. I want you to do three things for me. First of all, connect with me on LinkedIn. Admin will share the post. Then I want you to leave a review. We don't have Google review, but we're going to share the link to our last post on Instagram. Please go there and leave a review for me. Tell me how you enjoyed this class. Tell me what you thought about it. Leave a review for me on our last LinkedIn post, our last Instagram post, and definitely connect on Instagram as well. Can you please post the link, admin? So the link to upgrade is there. Connect with me on LinkedIn so we can stay connected. I have a free last free automation that's going to blow your mind. So please wait for that. And then we're going to take questions, okay? And then go to our last post over here and leave a review for me. Now I have one question for you guys before we continue to our hack. Our hack is using manus.ai. Somebody go to type Manus. Is it there? Do we have the link for Manus? If you are in the WhatsApp group, these links will be dropped in the WhatsApp group as well. So all questions that you have will be answered in the WhatsApp group. Manus.ai is our last automated hack. I want to give you guys, I just thought about adding this free of charge, no VIP, no nothing. It's free. So just wait for that. Okay. Okay. I want, before we go, I have a question. No, we're not going. Before we continue, I have a question. The WhatsApp link should have been sent to you, but we can paste the WhatsApp link here as well. So you can join the WhatsApp group. That's where you can ask any questions there. Now, I have a question for you guys, okay? This is my call to action. I have a question for you. If you learned something new, please comment in the chat below. Let me know. If you learned something new from this training, comment in the chat below. Let me see how many people learned something new. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, thank you guys. Amazing. A lot. I learned everything new. Wonderful. A lot. I did. Okay. Oh, I'm so glad. This is my tester. If you come here and you don't learn something new, I've not done my, oh, you guys are amazing. I learned so much. I've learned a lot. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, let's do our quick hack. This one is for people, when you want a quick on-the-go solution, the automation part of AI. Okay? The automation part of AI. This part I love. When I discovered this, I was like, I must tell them. Okay, let me calm down. Joey, calm down. How many of you have unread emails in your inbox? How many of you have unread emails in your inbox? Please let me know. Type how many. How many do you have? Be honest. If you have 1,000, type 1,000. Yep. If you have 3,000, type 3,000. Thank you. 10,000. Why? Lockman, Abi, look, why? What happened? You don't like checking emails? Beautiful. I'm going to show you guys a beautiful trick now. Go to manus.ai using this link. Can we post the link? This is actually an affiliate link, by the way. If you use it, you get, so if you go directly, you get 1,000 credits. If you use my affiliate link, you get 500 on top of that. So you get 1,500 credit. Manus it's amazing for slides. We need to do a Manus course, AIABC, right? Community, we need to do that. But let me just give you guys this one before we go there. Sign up for Manus very quickly. Please, 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 let's do this because I want you guys to move different. When you move out now, you're talking to your AI. Please send an email to my boss. Please delete this. Please do this. And people will be like, they'll be like, do you understand? Who are you talking to? You're saying my AI assistant, my virtual assistant called Manus. You can call him Manny. You can call him Manasela. Anything you want to call it. Okay, so when you sign up for Manus, what I want you to do is come down here to settings. Okay, first of all, connect. You can see that I've connected a lot of my integrations. You can connect apps here. So there's ClickUp. ClickUp is how I manage all my, in fact, I need to show you guys ClickUp, especially if you're the kind of person, people use Notion and stuff like that. ClickUp is amazing. You go ClickUp, there's Gmail, there's Google Calendar, there's Google Drive. I've connected all. Please, you can just connect email for this demo. But it's nice to connect your Google Calendar because you can literally be on the move, about to catch a plane, and you're like, Manus, I need to book a meeting with, let me see, who do I want to book a meeting with Tazia for Monday at 4 p.m. Done. You're talking to your assistant to go and work for you. You can tell Manus, go into my email, pull out all the spam, delete them. If you were to do it, won't it take you time? Okay, that's why I'm your AI doctor. I say it's a free hack. It's a free hack that keeps you productive. Okay, so let's go into integration. I mean, settings. Sorry. On the bottom corner, please go here first of all and connect your Gmail or whatever you want to connect. Okay. Okay, for credibility sakes, Manus is owned by Meta. Meta bought Manus for $2 billion. It's infectious. I'm happy. Meta bought Manus for 2 billion. I didn't say million. $2 billion. Okay. Oh, we didn't do the security. I'll see if I can quickly do that before we close. I'm looking at the time. Okay, let's finish with manners. Please, in the book, in the VIP, there's security guides, okay? Security guide. You can set up security. You can switch off that it doesn't use your data for anything. It's a very, very easy one, two step. Maybe I can see if I can post that. Um, can we post that? Can we post that? Okay, I'll post the security guide in the Google Doc when we start taking question, okay? So you can follow that at home. Okay. So Manners can do all that. You're going to go here where it says settings. How many people are connected to Manners? Please say me. Let me know who is following me with Manners. So you're going to go to settings, then you're going to go to integration. When you select integration, then we're going to select Telegram. You must have Telegram for this. If you have Telegram, it will be easier. Okay? Can we connect Telegram so I can showcase that stuff? I mean to the Zoom. Hmm? Okay, so you click here to connect Telegram and follow all the instructions. I want to show you how this works. Okay, I want to show you how it works. I want to demo it for you. Okay. I'm coming on Zoom with my other phone so I can share my screen for you to see how Manus works. Once you connect your Telegram to it, you let me know. Okay? Once you connect your Telegram, let me know so I know if you're having any issues. Let's share. I'm going to share my screen. Is it sharing? Well, I have to stop sharing here. Okay. Can you see my phone screen? Yes, we're in. So this is Manus. Can you see my screen? Normally, you can click where that mic is over here, the bottom, and talk to it. But because I'm using my mic for this conversation, I'm going to type it in. I'm going to say, how many spam emails do I have in my inbox? Where this thing is really cool is where you can just be talking to it. So you press that mic button there and just talk to it. Okay? So Telegram is here. Hold on one second. Let me finish the demo. So you see, Manus is checking my spam folder. I'll just show you what it can do. Maybe we should step them. Manus is owned by Meta. So if you have Facebook or Instagram, there's nothing you're hiding from them. They already have all the information. That's the point. So some people even prefer Manus over ChatGPT or Anthropic because it's owned by Meta. So it's pretty much the same thing. So it's checking my spam folder. It's going to check my spam folder. It's going to pull it out. Give me 1 second. Yeah, it says I have 126 email in my spam folder. Would you like me to go through them and clean them up like before? I will type delete them. Please, delete them. And it's done. So you can literally be on the go. Sometimes I sent an email last time and it's going to process the delete. It says, okay, on it, I'm deleting 126 spam emails. And you go and check it and it's gone. You go and check it and it's done. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? And all your spam is like, you can even say, how many things am I subscribed to? Unsubscribe for me. I don't want. Manus will do it for you. I have a meeting. I want to schedule a meeting for 10 p.m. Can you schedule a meeting between me and Elizabeth? Manus will do it. You understand what I'm trying to say? So that is one of the benefits of manners. Let me stop sharing. I think it's really cool. I think it will take your automation type of thing to another level. I want to get the resource because I know I have some instruction information here. I know you guys have security concerns. Actually, let me just share my screen real quick. This is a 2 minute thing. 2 minutes, okay, guys? And then we will take some questions and be out of here. Thank you guys for sticking around. I know it's a lot of information, and I'm guilty of over, like, I want them to know everything. But that's why you see the teaching style. If it appeals to you, then you come through. Can you all see my screen? Let's just do some quick security on ChatGPT. Can you all see my screen? Can you see my screen? Sherry? Okay, good. Now, ChatGPT has some key security settings. Let's just go to it. You go to the bottom, you see that bottom part there where it says Joe Okurame or your name is there. Just click on that. This is also going to be in your resource guide, by the way. Click on that and go to settings. When you go to settings, I want you to go to data controls. This is where it controls your data. Basically, what happens with your data. You see this place where it says improve the model for everyone. Please go there and switch it. It's on. It's all, by default is on. Switch it off. You see, this is on. I think I switched it off already. This is on. Switch it off. Because this is means this is where ChatGPT use your data to improve the model for everyone. You don't want that. You want them to use other people's data to improve it for you. So switch it off. I thought I switched it off. ChatGPT, don't play with me. Oh. Switch it off, please. I beg you. ChatGPT. Okay, have you done that? Has everyone done that? Switch it off. Then the other setting I really want you to look at is your where is it? And by the way, you can delete all chats if you want. Your security. Go to security. When you go to security, please make sure you have multi-factor authentication on. That's another layer of security. Because with MFA, I've not set it up because I don't know. I have the Google Authenticator app. So set it up and follow the process. Another thing is you can check all the devices that you're logged on. You can choose to log out of all devices if you feel there's a funny anybody is logged into your device. But if you set up a multi-factor authentication, nobody can enter. They can't enter. And you can use text message or otherwise. The other one is parental controls. You know, if you have a family member, kids, and all of that, you can actually add parental controls here. The other one I want to show you is personalization. So personalization is where you tell ChatGPT how you want it to talk to you. So if you want professional, if you want friendly, where they're telling you are wonderful, you are great, you are powerful, pick that. But I like candid, I like direct, encouraging, tell me how it is, that kind of thing. That's my style. Okay. So those are just some security settings for ChatGPT. Every AI tool has them. Please do me a favor and go into your AI tool of choice. Your LLM is called a large language model. Go into your large language model of choice and check the security settings and switch on what is beneficial to you. All right, guys, we got there. Whew, I've been talking for 2 hours, 30 minutes. How did you find the class? Let me see your reactions. Let me see your reactions. Let me see your reactions. Do we have any questions? Please raise your hand so I can. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. God bless you guys. Oh, that was a lot to pack, pack into 2.5 hours. Excellent. Do we have any questions? You can raise your hand up. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate. Yep, you can type your reviews in the chat. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Any question? Any questions? Raise your hand. Okay, Sandra, I'm gonna unmute you. What I want you to do is tell me what you found valuable in the class, how you found the class, then ask your question. So that's the format for question and answer. Okay, I'm going to ask you to unmute. Go ahead with your question, Sandra. Other people, raise your hand up so I can see. I'll do a quick 15-minute Q&A. Go ahead.
Hi, Doctor. Good morning. It's morning
Good
here in Ghana, so good morning.
morning.
Thank you so much for this class. So for me, one thing I found, everything was valuable, but one of the main things was the project, ChatGPT projects. I was using it differently. I had no idea this was how to use projects. So
And
I
you could
was
set up
using the projects
instructions
like,
and all of that,
yeah,
right?
I was using the projects like a folder,
A
right? So
folder.
yeah,
Okay.
so I have like a home folder, business folder, I had work folder.
Okay.
So that when I want to input a prompt that has to do with home meal planning, I just go into the home folder and then I type it in there so that everything looks organized. I
Mhm.
had no idea this was just another level. So thank you
Oh,
so
I'm so
much.
glad. I'm
This
so
was so
glad.
valuable. The Manus AI, like I don't even know how this is free. Thank you. Thank
It's
you so
free.
much.
You're
My
welcome. Yeah.
question is with the projects, right? So I
Mhm.
realized for some of the projects, the prompt was like with everything Ivan has gathered, and then
Mm.
with what maybe Imani has also gathered, then do this. So does it mean the projects are able to interact with each other? So they're able to, so one project can communicate with another project, or one project has an idea of the output that another
Very good
project
question.
generated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good question. So on ChatGPT, when you go to create your project, if you notice, there's a place where it says memory. If you select default, that means it has the memory of your full ChatGPT, not just the project. It can tap into it. But the way project is designed is that it won't tap into it unless you ask it. If you notice, when I asked it to do something, I didn't specify. It got me another response because we're talking about my coaching services, right? But when I said, no, 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 I'm talking about the catering business. So you have to still tell it where to look and what to find. But because it's using the default memory, it can get you information as long as it's in your system. So that's where you can now get the different assistants to speak to each other. Does that answer your question? I think she's gone off or she's muted. Okay, she says yes, please. All right. I have another hand here. What is your question? Have I asked that to unmute? Hi, Morenike.
Hi, Josephine. Good
Hi.
evening.
Good
Yeah,
evening.
very informative session. It was really eye-opening. At least to see some of the features that we're paying for, which one is not really exploring, was really good.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, that's why sometimes there's a barrier between paying for these tools. You're like, what am I going to, just ask any questions. I can do that for free. But when you start to see the layers, then it makes sense. You ask yourself, is it not worth it per month? Yeah.
Happy
What's your question?
to have someone show one. So I'm asking for research actually now. I mean, I know it's for business, but I'm also asking for research, especially with the issue of research integrity and all those kind of things. And I just looked at your LinkedIn profile, so
Yes.
I saw you're into that space, and I'm actually a bit into that space too. So where do we
Oh,
draw? Yeah, we'll talk later, don't worry.
okay.
But where do
Okay.
we line, in with using LLMs for research, especially in agent mode where it can really go search out the papers, pretty much write a thesis for you. Where do we draw the line? Where do we start declaring use of AI when we do research?
So I love this question because it's my niche. Actually, part of what I research and teach on is the ethical and responsible use of AI. There are a few things that matter here. The tools you use. I wouldn't use ChatGPT for any research-based work ever. Please don't, because it hallucinates. Okay, when we're talking about credibility, because you know how academic integrity works. If you want to use tools that are built for academic integrity. We do custom builds. So if you're a business, you need a custom solution. We do custom builds, right? So we know that the knowledge base, where the LLM is large language model, where they get their information is very vital. So if you use research-based platform, please go and search for consensus, search for perplexity. These are sources that when you tell them to go and search, it's giving you the references just like it would a normal research paper. Then if you're doing some kind of integration analysis, some kind of overview, elicit is another good one for research and literature reviews. Elicit, consensus, perplexity. Consensus is very research focused. And even for analysis as well, there's some key ones. Perplexity is this, it just gives you references, but for research, consensus, elicit, let me put it in order, then perplexity. Then, if you want to use any type of like analysis or integration, please use Notebook LM. Notebook LM only analyzes your information based on what you put in. So if you want to do some extraction, you put in the research paper, you put in maybe the appraisal tool, whatever, the extraction table. It will only extract based on what you put in. There is no hallucination in Notebook LM. Plus, Notebook LM is probably one of my favorite tools for landing a job. If you have a job offer and you want to practice, go to Notebook LM. Use the audio podcast feature. Your mind will be blown. Notebook LM, consensus, elicit, then perplexity. That's the order for research. Second thing I always say is anytime you use, right now in academia, I mean, Copilot is approved for academic use, right? For at least working in academia. I work at a university. But now we're getting to a point where AI is not quote unquote forbidden to the point where you just have to declare AI was used in making this presentation. It's the same way you would reference in a research article. I think some journals now are actually incorporating you have to declare if AI was used in the production. It's all about transparency. You understand? So once you're able to do that, you're not going to have too much issues with the tools. Can I take one more question? Do I have any more hands raised? Any more hands raised? You are so welcome. You are so welcome. All right, guys, it was great. I hope to see you guys inside. We're going to unmute for everybody to just say their final goodbyes. Join me. There's so many ways to connect with me. Please go and leave a review on our last post. Upgrade so you can implement these things. Execution is the key term. So we're going to unmute to say goodbye. I'm so glad you guys enjoyed it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Have you unmuted? Can you unmute all? Thank you guys. So we can say goodbye and then once you come into the community, we'll show you everything that's happening there. You're so welcome. You're so, so welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Please implement. Implement. I want you guys to make money in your businesses, okay?
Thank you, Dr.
Thank
Thank
Jones.
you.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you
Thank
so
you
much.
Thank you
guys.
so,
Thank
so
you,
much.
Dr. Jones.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so much,
much.
Dr. Jones.
It's
Thank
you.
you.
Valuable
Thank you.
contribution.
Appreciate.
Welcome.
You're welcome. You're
Amazing.
welcome. All right.
We
So
love your
grateful.
energy.
Collect the
Yeah.
energy.
Yeah.
Receive it.
Thank you.
I'll see you guys. Please implement. We want you to implement. Go and make that money in your business and start that business. There's no more excuses, okay? All right,
All right.
everyone.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Thank you.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
Bye.
Bye
Take care.
bye.
Bye.